represent the silver and black, the team with the hottest stadium in the NFL, the team that is 3-time Super Bowl winning champions of the NFL, a team with some of the greatest players to ever play this game in the Hall of Fame. We also represent the hottest cheerleaders, the most talented cheerleaders, dopest cheerleaders to ever touch a field. And we also are represented by some of the greatest fans to ever be a fan. We're not fans. This is a nation. Raider Nation. And that's what this network is all about. Raider Nation Network. You can find us here on the late night for the Dirty Raider Late Night Talk. And on Friday and Saturday, the Dirty Lunatic Show. Sketch comedy like no other. Raider Nation Network, where we are all about the silver and black. Hosted by Dirty Raider. You know how it goes, man. Raiders! Raider Nation. What's up, Raider Nation? How are you doing? How's everyone? How's everything going? Yes, as you can see, I am still on the vacation victory. I don't have to practice. You know, they had vacation Monday yesterday. You know what I mean? Victory Monday yesterday. I call it vacation victory for me. I'm still chilling in the desert, in the jungle, hanging out in the jungle, man. My beautiful shirt on, my hat, got my cigarettes, my weeds, hanging out, man. Still enjoying the 2-game victories, you know what I mean? 2 in a row, you know what I mean? After all these losses we've been seeing, and actually beating, you know, a pretty good football team that we beat in Seattle. You know what I mean? That's real talk, you know? Pretty good team that we beat in Seattle. So, you know, it's not like they were anywhere in our caliber. You know what I mean? We showed up and we played well. So I'm gonna enjoy it. And hopefully we can go into our own home next weekend and do the same thing to the Chargers, man. You know what I mean? But 50 billion things on YouTube, man. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time, man, is greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? Greatly appreciated, more than I can verbally express. You know what I mean? You can watch anything on YouTube, anything in the world, bro. But the fact that you allow me to grace your screen, bro, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, all eyes on G. Thank you, man. I appreciate. Hey, your boy got taste, man. Your boy got a little flavor when you walk out the house. You know what I mean? Got a little flavor when I walk out the house every now and then. You know what I mean? I told you, I dress grown manish, but I'm on my vacation right now, man. I'm feeling lovely, bro. I'm feeling lovely. But you know what? I got some special guests. And we're gonna go over a couple of plays from the ALL-22 tonight. You know what I mean? As promised. I said 9:00. I was a little late on the 9:00, but I'm here. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna make good on, as long as YouTube lets me do what I need to do. You know what I mean? I should be fine. I paid my subscription for ALL-22. I have the right to critique some of these plays. You know what I mean? So, but ladies and gentlemen, before we get into that, this gentleman right here, y'all know I like to call the man the hardest working man in Raider YouTube content. But I'm just going to call this man the hardest working content creator I know. He's the James Brown of YouTube content creation, ladies and gentlemen. Host of several shows, writer, producer, director, father, husband, employee, boss. Like, ladies and gentlemen, like, you've seen him on his show, which is a fabulous show, co-hosted by Mr. Phil Jones and our boy Truly Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Mr. Phil Robinson. Phil, my man, how you doing?
I'm freezing my ass off out here in this goddamn garage.
Oh man, you gotta get a space heater, bro. You gotta get one of them
I
small little
got one under
Walmart
the
space heaters,
got
bro.
one under the desk warming up my toes.
Hey man, I put mine on my arm because then that way it just spreads through everything else. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But I know if you warm the feet, you'll warm everything else. You know what I mean? But
I got a blanket system.
yeah, I got shoes on and socks. I got shoes and socks on, nigga.
There we go.
But how you been, man? How's everything?
Oh man, everything is good. We've been treated to some good Raider football. I've been covering my side projects are coming up so clutch. USC, the USC Trojans. My first year covering the Trojans, I might legitimately be looking at a Heisman Trophy winner and a trip to the college football playoffs. I was covering Cal for the last couple of years, my G.
Hey, we are very happy to make your first season covering us USC Trojans a very memorable and pleasant one. Because
I know
if you would have covered us last year, it
I
wouldn't
went
have been so good for you.
I knew better. I knew a winner when I saw one, and when I see Lincoln Rye, I was like, "Oh, yo!" I don't think anybody really knows about what's getting ready to happen out here. Like Lincoln, they don't let them fool around and start winning, paying players. Be like, "Oh no,
Man,
USC is about to go on a
hopefully,
run."
hopefully. Ladies and gentlemen, I got another special guest backstage. Another special guest backstage, ladies and gentlemen. You guys all know this man as well. One of the nicest human beings you could ever possibly want to talk to or meet, ladies and gentlemen. He is the king of all your fishing and outdoor needs. Um, just don't just don't challenge him to a fishing contest because he gonna fuck you over. He ain't gonna help you. He gonna fuck your line up. Test your line. Make sure what line it works. You know what I mean? And then that's what he gonna fish with, ladies and gentlemen. The CEO of Brown Crackers, my motherfucking homeboy, my friend, Mr. Raider Twan. What's up, Twan?
Pretzels.
Hey, what's good? What's good? Brown Crackers stay in the building. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the chat. Again, my brothers on the panel. Much love to both of you guys. Blessings for real.
Yes, sir. You as well, my man. You as well. You know what I mean? Gotta bring my ashtray back over here.
Why you do dirty like that, Brad? Why you fuck up Dirty's line?
Huh? But
I'm
salute
talking
to my
to
chat. All eyes on G. What's good with you, man? Salute to you.
Dirty said you was jacking up his line, Twan.
Oh, hey, nah, hey, I try to let people do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? I set them up right once, and then I let him do what he need to do. Hey, that day we moved to a different spot and we was killing. I did call him, but he was doing his own thing with his sons, which I understand. You know what I'm saying? Get that son time in, but
Yep.
we moved to a different spot and it just hit. But his son in that spot that we wasn't catching anything in, and his son did catch something, but Dirty didn't.
Oh, he did. Hey,
Hey, look,
when you get old enough to have a boy of your own, it'll happen to you too.
my sons were more into it, and I was more concerned about what they was doing and what they was catching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they lines was right, if they was having a good time. Like me, I cast something out there, you know what I mean? But so I know, bro,
Yeah.
I was just testing my arm just to see how far I could launch that bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, but you know what? And it just comes with time. You know what I'm saying? It comes with experience, man. I've took so many people out fishing that really didn't know how to fish. You know what I'm saying? I've did it with my job where I had like 12 to 15 kids all with fishing poles, and I was in charge of setting them up. And you know what I'm saying? When they got tangled up, I would have to try to do. So yeah, I've learned how to how to manage. So yeah, learning how to fish and do all that stuff at the same time. So it's challenging, but it's fun. I enjoy it.
All eyes on G. Salute. Mike G. Salute. Terrence. Salute. How you doing, man? Who else? Rosa in the building. Let's go.
How you doing, sis? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Who else we got in this building over here? Jolie, my guy, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope your family's good. Hope you good. Hope the world is good right with you. My dude, Circus, man. Motherfucking boy. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. The Menace, my dude, as always. Salute to you. Much respect. Appreciate you for everything, man. Always in the building. My dude Brian in the building. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope you're doing good. Hope all is well. Told you, man, I gotta get back to my roots, man. Bring it back to what I used to do, man. Gyrator, my dude. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. Hope life is treating you fabulous. Who else we got in the bed? Big Lil Bosco. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I feel like the king of the jungle sometimes when I put this shirt on. You know what I mean? My dude Bugsy in the building. What's good with you, Bugs? Hope you're doing good. Hope everything is swell with you, man. Hope everything is swell with you, man. Who else we got? Anybody? Yep. BL is in the building. What's good with you, BL? Salute to you. Jesse in the building. What's good with you? Salute to you. Hey, Zeus is in the building. What's good with you? Salute to you, man. Hope all is well. I think I got everybody. Did I get everybody? High Rise. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. What's good? I think is that everyone? Is that everyone? Everyone. Raise your hand if you ain't been called. Raise your hand if you ain't been called. A Ron. A Ron. A Ron. A Ron. Okay. No A Ron. No. All right. Cool. All right then. But for sure.
Hey,
Oh, fine. There you go. What's good with you? Salute to you, man. Salute. Good morning to you as well, man. Good morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I brought my guest in, maybe some more people popping in to give their opinion. I got the ALL-22 backstage. You know what I mean? What's your question, Jesus? I see you said question, Dirty. You got your hand. How nervous are you going into this Sunday's game? I'm not. I'm actually not. You know what I mean? I'm actually a low key. I'm relaxed, man. I'm relaxed. The Chargers have been struggling, even with them getting Allen back and all of that, bro. Like they had to go into overtime to win that game. You know what I mean? We've been going into over. I've been noticing like our overtime. You know what I mean? When we go into overtime, man, it's just a whole nother drive for us. But you know what I mean? We also got a lot more on the line. You know what I mean? With this game. If we go in and we win this game, we're one game behind them. We're one game behind them. You know what I mean? So they're 6 and whatever right now, right? And we're 4 and 7.
Yes, 6 and 5.
Yeah, so they're 6 and 5. We're 4 and 7, right?
Yeah.
You know, we go in, we win that game, we go to 5 and 6. They drop to 6 and 6, or no, we go to
5 and 7, and they'll be 6 and
5 and 7. There goes 6 and 6. Yeah, my bad. I just had a nice fat joint before I started this show. Yeah, it was fabulous. At least I think I did. But it's gonna be one of those games where I feel like every game we play gonna be it's just gonna be one of those gut wrenchers, and we either gonna rise to the occasion at the end or we're not. You know what I mean? But I got a feeling that we could. I'm hoping for 10 and 7. That would be as I've explained before. You know what I mean? The only reason why I say like 9 and 8. You know what I mean? 10 and 7. I'm okay with is because to go from 2 and 7 to 10 and 7, 9 and 8 gives me a little clear understanding and a better feeling about them understanding this playbook, playing together. Makes me feel a little bit better about going into next year with the draft picks and the free agency that's available. Be it that they make the right decisions. You know what I mean? If they make the right decisions, coming off a 9, you know what I mean, 9-8, 10-7 season, even if you're just shy of the playoffs. But I think if you do hit 10-7, you could quite possibly make the playoffs in the AFC.
Yep.
It's a strong possibility,
Very
right?
strong.
So, you know what I mean? Maybe even 9-8. Who knows? But once I felt like last week's dub, and I'm talking about against the Broncos. I felt like the dub against the Broncos in overtime kind of sparked a new energy. You know what I mean? Like a newfound life in this whole team. You know what I mean? Because they all played a solid game. And then here again, you know, you followed up with another overtime win back to back where you dug down deep, found it within the team and made it fucking happen. Like if you can just somehow make all of that transpire into 4 quarters and not needing an overtime, that's deadly. And I feel like they're right there on the verge of quite possibly making that happen. So no, I'm to answer the question in a long form as I always do. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about the game coming up against the Chargers because I believe we almost beat them in week 1 with our struggles. And if we take those struggles out, you know what I mean? Like I think it could be a different tale. You know what I mean? Especially since it's at home. I ain't worried about that. Yeah. Last week we was at our vacation home. You know what I mean? The first week we was at our vacation home. Now we in our new home where the kids go to school. And we was just back at our vacation home visiting. You know, unfortunately it was an untimely loss that we had to obtain, but we're gonna revenge that in our new neighborhood. So because I don't think have they beat us at home yet?
Nope.
Nope. So yeah, I'm good with what I feel about this team. You know what I mean? I'm I'm okay with it. I think
Yeah,
that go ahead.
I agree with you. I think there's levels to this thing, you know what I'm saying? And I think it did stem back to the Broncos game. The Broncos game, you know what I'm saying, it came out to be, like a overtime, situation. They won that game, and it was just like, okay, we won this game. Yeah, we celebrating the victory. Yeah, the camaraderie's there. But then for them to be able to do it again the next week, you know what I'm saying, in overtime, that what I'm saying, they're building stuff for their library. You know what I'm saying? They're building stuff in their minds to where now, what I'm saying, if they ever get into that situation, if I was a defensive player and we got into that situation, all I know is I just got to get my ball. I just got to get the ball to DC. You know what I'm saying? The DC is going to get us down the field, and we're going to come out this game with a win. You know what I'm saying? Now they have the confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because it's put on tape. Now they have the confidence because they have the evidence of that. You know what I'm saying? With the games that these past 2 games that they played, and the fashions in which, what I'm saying, they won the games. You know what I'm saying? The first one was DA. You know what I'm saying? DA doing what he does, you know what I'm saying, off of a second play, you know what I'm saying, the second time running that play, he runs the option route and, you know what I'm saying, goes to the post. And then you have, you know what I'm saying, Josh Jacobs doing an amazing job all game to bust, that big 86-yard at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? That just bodes well when it comes to tape. And I think as the coaching staff, I know they probably did that. Again, I'm not in the locker room, but I can just imagine that the coaches brought out those 2 plays and let the players know, hey, if we do everything right, you know what I'm saying, this can happen to us even more often. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to come down to the last play for us to win the game. We can do this if we do this, and we've had situations like that just all throughout the season where, players are are getting big yards, and then it gets called back because someone's holding, or you know what I'm saying, a big play, interception or something comes up, and then on the other side the other corner's holding, you know what I'm saying, whatever the situation may be. Like, if they can clean up those things, we won't, we can really actually make some noise. And I think, like I said, like I've been saying, winning is the best deodorant. And you know what I'm saying, for a past couple of weeks, we've been stinking. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't put on deodorant. But guess what? We put on deodorant 2 weeks in a row. So I'm with it.
Well, absolutely. It's not even that they're doing anything special. It comes down to execution. I said it on one of my other shows today. I'm gonna say it on my show tomorrow when we have Levi on at 6 p.m. on the Unfiltered Truth. But it really comes down to execution, and you're seeing the difference between executing and not executing, and it's really as simple as that. Josh Jacobs has been nothing short of phenomenal. They need to pay that man his money. Whenever you hear Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler talk about Josh Jacobs, they are doing nothing but continuing to throw respect on that man's name. Love, face lights up. Talk about, man, as a coach gave him the highest compliment he could give him, said that man is a football player. Just straight up. That he running for 1,000 got to be too easy. Now he's out there making leaping, stretching, one-handed catches, tipping the ball to himself, catching slant routes. So what can't he look like? He back in Bama right now?
Yeah.
There is nothing Josh Jacobs can't do right now. And then if you want to know what makes it even more scary, he's 24 years old, which would make him the youngest free agent running back on the market, getting ready to sign his first major deal without having hit his prime.
He's not hitting the market. He's not going to hit the market.
At this point, he'd be a fool not to.
Unless the Raiders just offer him something that can't nobody else give him.
They listen. I'd be the first. I was skeptical. At about week 5. I started watching. Not week 5. Let's go. I'll say maybe 8. And I was like, y'all need to pay this man. Y'all need to pay him now. But I believe they're holding off to make sure that he lasts the full season. But there have been talks about a 2 to 3 year extension. I don't necessarily know if that's going to be enough, but it might be in his best interest to take that 3-year deal so that he can parlay that and still make one more big payday before he hits that magic age of 30.
Now, I got a question about that, because I'm just thinking about that as you were talking about that, Rob, and both of you guys can jump on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought the goal, of course we want our running backs to run as much as they can, right? When it comes to yardage or whatever, but we kind of give praise for those running backs that hit that 1,000-yard mark. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Jacobs already hit that mark. You know what I'm saying? So would it still be a downplay if he got, and I'm knocking on wood, you know what I'm saying, if he got hurt at some point before the season was over? Would it really affect him? You know what I'm saying? Because he's already, like, it's almost like he already checked off that box. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be that 1,000-yard runner. Most teams will love their running back to be 1,000-yard runner. You know what I'm saying? And that bodes well, you know what I'm saying, for a success of a team. So if he's already hit that mark, is it going to really hurt him?
I hear you. Last question, and then we're going to get into this all-22. The first play I want to take a look at is going to be the the Walker touchdown, their first touchdown. We're gonna take a look at the defense and these missed tackles. You know what I mean? These missed tackles that they that man, it doesn't look well on film. You know what I mean? It doesn't look well on film. I wish I could slow it down. I don't know, way to slow it down, but we're gonna take a look at it. I'll pause it, rewind it, whatever. But Jesus has this question, and for everyone, why does NFL hate the Raiders so damn much, and every team hate us? And who's your big factor? Well, the easy question for the first part of the easy answer for the first part of your question, Al Davis. Short and simple, Al Davis. For the second part, who is my big factor to win against the Chargers? Most people are going to hate it, but it's going to be DC. DC is going to have to not play like he played in the first game with three interceptions. You know what I mean? If DC can come out and play and go with them hurt ribs, you know what I mean? Because man, if that shit didn't show, you know what I mean? If that shit didn't show throughout the game that, you know what I mean, his ribs was killing him, man, I don't know what else to look at, because some of them passes, it was like, bro, you throw way better than that. Like, your worst throw ain't that bad. Your worst pass has never been that bad. You know, so yeah, you know, when you go back and watch the film, you could tell this man was grimacing. You know what I mean? And that's, as I said right after the game, I think this man broke his fucking rib. But it could just be me. Maybe it's a back issue. But I'm just saying. And I guarantee you he still suit up and play.
It's possible. Definitely possible.
But DC would be my big factor for winning against the Chargers, bro. If he's able to go, he's gotta be able to maintain the game, manage it well, and not have the turnovers he had in game one. Because I think that's really the only thing that set us back, you know, was those costly turnovers. You know what I mean? If he hits DA, you know what I mean, that's a touchdown. You know what I mean? If he hits Waller at the right position, that's a touchdown. You know what I mean? The other one where he threw the Hunter and the corner just made a damn good play and fucking jumped the route. Hey, look, he jumped the route. Hey, it happens sometimes. You know what I mean? It's not always a bad pass. It's just a fucking great recognition of somebody who was in the fucking film room and they recognized something, they saw it, and they jumped on it. You know, so that's my thought. Anybody have a big factor?
I'm going to say Foster, because at first I thought I was going to go a couple different directions, but I say Foster because Derwin James is going to be all over the place. Derwin James is going to try to rush. Derwin James is going to disrespect Foster because Foster doesn't have the athleticism of Darren Waller. And Foster has the ability to get loose while Derwin James is taking chances. And if everybody else is going to be locked up, or if it's going to be a hot read and you got to make a quick throw, your tight end's got to be your guy. And if he's stinging the Chargers early, he'll negate a lot of what they try to do on defense, and it'll allow them to continue to attack that soft run defense that the Chargers have.
NorCal Jesse, my dude, salute. What's good with you, man?
I feel it's going to be on our offensive line. You know, the first week they didn't look too good. You know, and they were getting you know, kind of handled. I think this, you know, our offensive line has improved, has got better, you know, week by week. And we'll see. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is the second time going against, going against that group. So let's see what adjustments, on the offensive line they make to, combat, what I'm saying, their rush. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like that was the biggest thing from, week one to where we are now is the offensive line. So we'll see, like I said, what communications they do, um, you know, picking up stunts and stuff like that, um, against this Chargers defense.
Cool Cat, what's good with you, man? Joseph Torres, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, K. Hey, I saw your comment, K. So what, bro? So what? It ain't over yet, man. It ain't. I thought honestly, bro, I thought I actually pushed myself out the playoffs, bro. But I looked today, I was like, oh, I'm just on the border. I'm just on the border. So yes, I'm still in it, but yeah, because it ends week 14. You know what I mean? Regular season ends week 14 for us. You know what I mean? Week 14, that's it. So, got to get them wins in now. Got to get all them wins in now, man, because week 14, playoffs, week 15. 15, 16, 17, and 18 is playoffs. Top two teams get a bye. So I'm trying to get back to that top two. But we brought the ALL-22. Hopefully, there's no issue with it. You know what I mean? As we sit here and we take a look, I pulled up the end zone view because I felt like that's going to give me a better look at the defense and what it is what I'm looking to see. So let's bring in ALL-22. Let's go ahead and slide up. And we're going to blow it up. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look and see what it is we got going on here. So we got Perryman. First off, we got Perryman trying to get people to slide over, right? Now, is this excellent blocking? Like, you got the two double teams right here. Like, bro, like clear as day, those are some dudes, some massive dudes blocking right now, bro. Like, let's be honest, bro. These are two inside D tackles, bro. Like, they're getting pummeled right here, right now, bro. Like, I can't even be mad. Like, when I went and I turned this film on, I was like, oh shit, like these motherfuckers is running the perfect misdirection. You know what I mean? Because you got Max and Chandler, singled up on the outside. You got Hall down here, you know what I mean, playing, I guess, nickel. I guess you can consider him playing nickel right about now. And then you got Perryman in the middle. All right, so let's let the play develop a little bit more and take it all the way back to the beginning. Let's look at it as full form. Getting people lined up. Jayon Brown slides to the outside. Perryman gets caught up. Jayon takes the wrong angle. I don't think you can. I don't think you can ask Rock Ya-Sin to make a tackle out there by himself, bro. From what I've been seeing, you know what I mean.
You can ask him.
I
I wouldn't. I just don't see it happening. I mean, he got legs for arms out there, so if he gets an arm on somebody,
yeah.
But yeah, Terrence, right? He's a step or two slow to get out to the outside.
Yeah. Let me go back in. Let's rewind that a little bit more. Let's go back to right here. No, let's go here. All right. So I felt like Perryman went to the inside when he should have stayed. When he should have played more to the out. When he should have just stayed and played more to the out. Um, but yeah, like you said that step, like talking about a young running back. You know what I mean, with some wheels. You know, but just trying to get him lined up. Yeah, like see at the same time, I feel like if he would have stepped up into the hole versus waiting, you know what I mean? I feel like if he would have stepped up right there versus waiting for it.
No, because he had to fill that gap.
But Max was the one. Max was in charge of. It looked like Max was in charge of containing there, and he didn't.
Bring it back.
Because Max is on the end, right? Yeah.
Yep. Max is on the end.
He pushes. So he pushes his lineman in, and the running back goes out that way.
Yeah, he pushes his lineman out to try to take the inside away. As you can see in his form right there, you know what I mean. He's playing to the inside of the lineman. You know, the lineman is kind of giving away. You know what I mean, where the ball is technically going.
Yeah.
Because Denzel Perryman, he has containment of this hole. Like if the running back was to actually come up in the hole, you know, Denzel Perryman makes that tackle. But as we rewind, and then let's take another look at what happens once Denzel Perryman and the running back both get to the line of scrimmage. You'll see that the running back backs out right there, right? So he shows that he's coming for the hole, and Denzel Perryman, I want to kind of say slightly hesitates to go through it just to try to keep containment. But that's what put him that extra step behind. Let's see if I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
No, he ends up tackling Max.
Yeah. But I feel like maybe he should have just shot through the hole. I feel like once that hole opened up, I feel like he should have shot through it. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like right there he should have shot through that hole. While that guard was intertwined with number 91, you know what I mean? I felt like that was his time to shoot that gap. Like I don't have a problem with Denzel and what he's been doing because dude has been playing phenomenal lights out football for the last 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like he got an interception this week. People say, oh, it was a gimme. I don't fucking care if it was a gimme or not. It was an interception, right? It was a turnover. We ain't had a lot of them. I'm going to take them how they fucking come. I'm about winning. And however the fuck I win, I'm good with that. Long as I fucking win.
Yep.
And don't send extra players out on the fucking field to block. Like, that's some bullshit.
Mid-play.
Hey, why we getting mad
penalty for that shit? Dirty. They don't even have a penalty for that shit. Because I was like, in that. So if he came off the sideline and blocked another player, wouldn't that roughly be the same thing as him coming off the sideline in the middle of a brawl and swinging and calls for him to be ejected immediately?
You know what's worse than that, bro? You know what's worse than that whole him coming off the line to block, right? You know what's worse than that? Let me take this out of the screen while I conversate about this real quick. You know what's worse than that is the fact that nobody notices the fact that this nigga he didn't come off the sideline to block. This nigga came off the sideline to celebrate and got ignored.
Yeah.
And he had to play it off by blocking.
He still made contact. He still made contact with a player. That shouldn't.
But then the most embarrassing thing about it is this nigga actually came off the field prematurely to celebrate, bro. And the nigga was like, bro, what are you doing? Move. Because if you notice, he first went to give old boy props. And then he noticed that he was still running with the ball. And then he went to make a block.
Dude with the ball ran right by him. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like, he didn't even know what he was doing. He went out there celebrating. I was like, nobody was down. No whistle had been blown. I was like, what is he doing? Yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
Yeah, I got the ALL-22 now, Jesse. I guess the way I'm using it is the right way of using it. YouTube's not bothering me. I don't think. Ain't nobody said nothing. Everybody good. We good. Cool. Thank you, you guys. Right. But let's take a deeper look into that play as well. You know what I mean? Let's get back into it, and then we're gonna move on to something else. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go one good, one bad at a time. A good and a bad. So let's go back to the beginning of this play. Let's run it one more time. So we got the shotgun, cut to the outside. Now, Jayon Brown has got to keep his footing too. You know what I mean? That's another thing about this right here. Jayon Brown has got to keep his footing. Let's go back. Let's take a look at that again. If he doesn't slip, I think he has a right there. You know what I mean? I think right there he lost his footing, but he over pursued. You know what I mean? And that's why he lost his footing, because he over pursued. I think if he would have just stayed right where he was and just made a straight line to the tackle, I think that ends up being, I know it doesn't end up being a touchdown, but at least a 1 yard gain, maybe a 2 yard gain on that. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, Teddy Bridgewater ain't about to throw himself in the mix between a linebacker and a fucking running back right about now. That ain't gonna happen. Like, he may try to brush the shoulder off, which I think that's what he did. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think he just brushed the shoulder off. I don't think he actually made a block. Let's take a look. Did Mr. Gino fucking make a block? Nope, he did the brush off. He did the brush off, and then he moved out the way. He did the pretend block. But right here, Rock Ya-Sin has got to make this tackle. Rock Ya-Sin has got to make this tackle, man. And I don't know who this guy is right here. I don't know who this guy is right here behind the play pause button.
I think that's Harmon.
I'm not liking where he's at. Unless he came across the field. Did he come across the field? Let's see. Did he come across the field?
If that's Harmon, he was on that side.
And that's Harmon right there, right?
Yep.
All right. And here's Merrick over here. So let's see what we got. Harmon didn't go all out. You saw him slow down right there?
Yep.
You saw him slow down right there? Let's take a look at that again.
That kind of makes me mad.
Right there. You know what I mean? Right there.
That kind of makes me mad because that same, like, not running all the way to, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the sideline. He didn't do that. He didn't do that in the Kansas City game where freaking Kelsey freaking almost ran from the other side of the field to score a touchdown. Harmon half-assed that one.
Raider Ruckus, my dude, what's good with you, fam? Salute to you. Did I miss something? I saw Raider Nation, Raider 24, Raider Nation. I'm calling on my family. My son, Raider Andrew, is awaiting heart surgery. He's 5 months old. This will be his third surgery. We need prayers. Hey, man. Most definitely, man. Guys, man, make sure you guys pray for Raider Andrew. You know what I mean? bro, I couldn't even imagine, bro. You know what I mean? I couldn't even imagine. And I got a 6 month year old. You know what I mean? I got a 6 month old. So, bro, as a father, bro, of a newborn, bro, hey, bro, I pray for you, man. That that hurt my heart, bro. I, but I can tell you this, man. My niece had to have open heart surgery after like 3 months too, right? And she pulled through, and she is one of the strongest people I know. She is killing in high school softball right now. When they said she'd never play sports, she's killing in high school softball right now. Freshman playing varsity. You know what I mean? She's a freshman playing varsity. You know what I mean? And she's starting. You know what I mean? She's starting. She's killing. She pitch. She catch. She outfields. She plays every position on the field. And she drives the ball off the bat far, bro. Far, bro. Home runs. Love watching my niece's highlights, bro. I love watching her highlights. But yeah, that was that was this play right here, bro. I feel like our defense has got to be better. You know what I mean? At the point of attack. When we see a gap, we got to shoot that gap. We got to take it. Um, it's got to be, you know what I mean? It's got to be all or nothing sometimes. We cannot hesitate. Um, we cannot shift to lower gears when we're in pursuit. You know what I mean? We got to start off with the proper angle. Because when the only time you shift gears to a lower gear is when you're in the wrong angle and you have to change. But if you take the proper angle from the get-go, you can go full speed all the way out. Even if that blocker is right there, my main concern, if I got that blocker right there, decleat that motherfucker into the running back. I'm not going to let you block me. I'm going to block you into the fucking dude I'm trying to tackle. That at least pushes him out of bounds. At minimum, it pushes him out of bounds, but it saves the touchdown. Right? Like, I'm trying to run through you because you're not the guy with the ball. I only see the guy with the ball. I see you, but I only have a target on the guy with the ball, so I'm going to go through you as if you're not there. Because I'm trying to reach my target. And there's nothing appearing in front of me, in front of my target, but my target. So,
but like you were saying with with the Harmon situation, like and I like you said, you can obviously tell that he's slowed down. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to also not assume that homie's got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, homie got the tackle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna slow down. Like, no, it's still all hats to the ball. You know what I'm saying? Until that whistle blows, and that's not obviously we see that's not what Harmon did.
yeah.
Because you can kind of almost tell like the right when he started to slow down is when you saw Yasin right there. You know what I'm saying? So he probably was like, oh yeah, Yasin got it. I ain't gotta. And then by the time he's going past Yasin, it's too late. It's like oh shit, and you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, it's too late.
So this next play that I'm going to bring up was one that I felt like was a pretty good pass, pretty good play by DC. Um, this is going to be on our touchdown. It's going to be on our touchdown drive. This is our 3rd and 7 from the 28. It's a 12-yard pass to Amir Abdullah. Give me one hot second. I will bring it up.
So well, hurry and get this play up, Dirt. I gotta skate after this.
Okay. All right. Boom. All right. So this is, like I said, 3rd and 7. So let's take a look at this. It ended up being a 12-yard pass down the field. So what we have out here, what I mean, we have our boys back. You know what I mean. We got Miller, we got Parham. Of course, you know the offensive line, but we got a split back. You know what I mean. We got split backfield, which I don't think a lot of people pay attention to this week. You know what I mean. We had a split backfield. On a couple of plays that this past week in this win, with Josh Jacobs and Amir Abdullah both being on the field at the same time, which I think actually what caused this play to end up being a 12-yard, situation because, I mean, I think this formation is probably one of the better formations that we can pose a threat from with with not having Waller and Hunter Renfro available. You know what I mean? This puts another weapon on the field that poses a threat in Amir Abdullah when he's on fire. Now, I must admit, this last game was probably the best game he's had all season. I'm not going to say that he's not been around, but some of the plays that we have designed for him have failed the man. You know what I mean? You can only do so much in a confined space. So let's take a look at this play, and we'll all see how it all develops out. You got DC reading the defense. You know what I mean? Snaps the ball, looks down, checks out to the check down man, which is which was a great pass, right? Like when you go back and let's look at the field. You know what I mean? So as DC gets the ball, so you could throw it into this tight window up here, which is a no go. You could try to hit your man up the field on the seam, but I don't think that's going to happen because the safety can go either way. He hasn't committed to either one of those players, be it the hash mark or outside the hash marks. He hasn't committed either direction. Um, with already have thrown an interception, you don't really want to take that opportunity um, of of throwing that right now. So you go ahead and you go to your outside wide receiver, which is Amir Abdullah. Now, I think this play would have got more yardage had this corner over here kept trailing with the wide receiver. But because he was already beat and he saw the ball in the air, he automatically changed position to what he needed to focus on, which was Amir Abdullah, right? Um, but you guys tell me what do you see in that play?
that was probably his option one, especially given the way the defense lined up in that 3-3-5 with overloaded 3-3-5 with the linebacker behind the three down on the left right hand side of the line, forcing the pocket to collapse from that side. He really didn't have a whole lot of time to go anyplace else with the ball, and given the outlet route that Abdullah ran, that was going to be his first read, regardless.
I just like to be honest. I like the design of the play. You know what I'm saying, to have Josh Jacobs and Abdullah, what I'm saying, out there on the field at the same time. What I'm saying, that just, I always like to, try to figure out what the defense is thinking, or what are their mental processes looking at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs? Is he going to run it? Or is Josh Jacobs actually going to catch this? You know what I'm saying? Because we know that Josh Jacobs now is a dual threat. You know what I'm saying? And we know Abdullah, his primary is catching the ball, but he can also run the ball too. So it's like, what's going to come at us? You know what I'm saying? With these two guys on the field at the same time, we don't know what they're going to do. They could both go on passing routes. It could be one could be going on a passing route, the other one could be doing a draw, like a fake draw. It can be a you know what I'm saying, a pass option. There's a lot of things that can happen out of this formation. So I like it. I really do.
Hey, Dirty.
Yes, sir.
I need you to be handy with your fingers. Are you ready?
What's up?
I'm gonna tell you hit play to start the play, and then when Derek gets to the top of his drop, I need you to hit pause.
Okay. What you need to see?
I was seeing where exactly Josh was, what route he was getting ready to run. If he runs an in breaking route, he's going to get cleaned up by the linebacker. He'll have a decent shot of making it miss. What I was really looking to see was, because of the way they lined up, overloaded to the right, if there was a possibility to let those defenders on the left-hand side in and to run a screen in that particular direction, which would have been the better setup given the way the play was designed from the start. With Jacobs to the left, because I was thinking initially the way that they slid, that it would have almost been better to throw a screen to Abdullah. Watch him crash in, and just let him go and throw the ball right behind him. And there's nobody in the middle of the field except for the linebacker with 3 linemen. Of course, Derek gets murdered on that play if they let him in.
Josh Jacobs looks like he's going on an out route instead of going in.
And that is the way that he's set up. That looks what it is it's an option route.
But I think DC's option is out here on this right side of the offense, right? That's gonna be his first read. Like, I don't know. Like, I can see it being Amir Abdullah, but I think that's his check down option. I think Mac Hollins might have been his first option on this play, because look at where Mac is. You know what I mean? Once DC actually decides to
receiver, that one right there.
I think you know what? It could have been the inside receiver.
Yeah,
because he looked like he was looking up the middle of the field.
Yeah, whoever that is on the seam is number 1. Hollins is number 2, and then the running back is number 3.
Yeah, and Amir had the most separation between the 3 options.
Because am I right? In most cases, if the blitz is coming from the right side, you want to throw on the right side, right?
You want to throw into the blitz.
Yeah,
right behind it.
So, but you know what? This O-line did a really good job holding up here, though.
They don't get the credit they deserve.
So, just right there, and I think this is why Josh Jacobs, you know what I mean, was a little bit late getting into his route, is because he lays that chip block on the end, right, to help Colton Miller. Andre James does his job and goes ahead and he lets the D lineman cross his face, but you got Dylan Parham there to pick him up, right? You see Bars. I think Andre James notices that Bars needs a little bit of help. You know what I mean? I don't know what the deal is over here with Illuminor right about now. I think if he takes too long to engage, you know what I mean? I think Illuminor takes way too long to engage. Look where his hands are. His hands are still coming out. Everybody else's hands are out. He's still in a slightly firing position. Well, let's go back and find out why that is. Let's take a look at that. Let's go.
Does he slide? Doesn't he slide? Let's see. Because that's not the linebacker.
He calls the outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so got hands up, but
he takes a step back.
That right leg is too straight. He's now off balance. You can see it.
Right. And for whatever, I think he took a step back inside to let Abdullah get around him.
Is that what it was?
That's what it looks like. Go back, rewind it just as. Because watch, he starts to slide out, then comes back in to try to give Bars a hand. Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is Illuminor had to slide he had to really slide out because the guy that he was going for, where
Was all the way
the guy in
outside.
front of him is not the guy that he's blocking. He has to
No,
go all the way out.
That's the guy Bars has. So the guy in front of Bars ends up being blocked by Parham. You know what I mean? The guy in front of Illuminor ends up being blocked by Bars.
Yeah.
The outside guy ends up getting blocked by Illuminor, but I think Illuminor needs to take just a slight better approach at how he attacks his blocking, because if he attacks that, let's just say 2 seconds earlier, right? He doesn't end up so close to DC in the end. I'll watch how close he ends up to DC in the end of the play. Right? When DC gets ready to throw. You shouldn't be there. You know, if you get your point of attack just a little bit earlier, you know what I mean? If you get that step down the proper way, I think you're outside of now. I'm not ragging on it because it got 12 yards, but let's just imagine, you know what I mean, if we could do this, you know what I mean, flawlessly. You know what I mean? Imagine if we could do this flawlessly. Let's take a look at it one more time. See that hand placement, how he got swammed on? He didn't get further enough to the outside because of that bad step. You know what I mean? You got to have a better first step. Especially if your guy is all the way out there, you're already giving up speed because he's smaller and faster than you. You know what I mean? And now you're giving up hand placement by not getting to the outside far enough. Now look how his body is turned. That's not good placement for a tackle. Let's just be honest. That's not good placement for a tackle. And it's one of the key reasons he keeps getting beat on plays. Where DC sometimes has to either get rid of it or step up into a pocket that's not there. Illuminor has to do a better job. Yes, we got 12 yards out of it, but that's because the check down receiver was open. Imagine if we didn't have the check down guy open. That could have been a sack, or it could have been a sack fumble. But let's look at it. Too close for me, bro. That's just too close for me. Everybody else is pushing their man away from DC. He's letting his get too close. He's letting his get too close.
Hey, thank God it was 3rd and 7 and not 3rd and 20.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
All right, Phyllis, I got to jam out. Thank you for having me on, Dirty.
Always,
right,
bro. Appreciate you being here.
Twan, take it easy,
Much
my
love.
man.
See you soon.
Blessings, man.
As always, thank you, chat. Everybody in the chat, all the love. Appreciate all of y'all. Please come check me out tomorrow, 6 p.m. Have the Unfiltered Truth with Levi Edwards, Raiders digital reporter on. It'll be cool. All right, fellas, take care. Y'all study up and learn something from these two.
I'm trying. JT, I sent you the link, man. Pull up, JT. You got time? But that, for me, you know what I mean. I think Illuminor's got to be better with that. He's got to get better with that step. You know what I mean? He's got to get better with that step. He's got to get better with the hand placement. Yeah.
And and if you look at the way that the defensive line is lined up, you know what I'm saying? Illuminar is the one that has to travel the farthest. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the steps that they have to take, on the slides, but still.
Yeah.
He should be able to get out there.
Well, here it is, JT. There's the link. There's the link right there. That one works. I know that one works. But yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to that. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, my brother from Los Angeles, California, now living in that Arizona life. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy, the real Mr. October, Mr. J to the Tizzle. What's up, JT?
What's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Twan, chat, everybody. If I don't see you, salute. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now, so if I miss it, I'm not ignoring you. I apologize.
You at the Ahern?
Say that again.
You at the Ahern?
Ahern. Oh no, these are the house blinds for the patio.
Oh, okay. You look like you was at the Ahern.
No, hell no.
Twan's always at the Ahern.
Mm-mm.
Hey,
Nah,
Trilly Tony, what's good, man? Pull up. The link's right there in the chat, man. Just click on it. It's gonna bring you into the chat, man. It's gonna bring you into the show. You know what I mean? Right here. Raider Nation Network. Click that link, my dude. And you all good. But yeah, man, we were just going over, a couple of plays. We went over the defensive play that gave up the first touchdown, and saw how the defense was just out of position.
mm. Yeah, I saw the Luminar play. Luminar fell for the dead leg. Defense didn't put a move on him. He fell. His weight shifted, so he was out of position. And he saw what happened. Luckily, he didn't hold. But it happened.
Yeah, it happens. We want it not to happen. You know what I mean? We want that not to happen. We want to see less of that.
Yeah, something we're gonna have to live with though. With the line that we have, I still think he's better than Munford. But Munford has more upside. But as for this year goes along, I think Luminor would be better to go forward and just commit to him. But if you're gonna get somebody experienced like Josh McDaniel says, then we'll probably see him again later this season.
All right. So now this next play is on the same drive, right? And this is going to be a run for no gain by Josh Jacobs. Let me get back up to the screen. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this. Let's break this down. You know what I mean? We go to my screen. So as I said, same drive. But this is going to be a run for no gain. So let's take a look at what transpired in this play. So first off, this defense is stacked the box. They have literally stacked the box. You know what I mean? We have one tight end in the game, and then we have another one reporting as eligible. So we got 3 tackles in this game right now. We got Jacob Janssen, and we got Josh Jacobs, right? So immediately this defense knows that we want to run the ball. I mean, let's just be honest. You know what I mean? They know we want to run the ball. So the way that they're lined up, let's see what or if any adjustments are made prior. So you got DC calling out, you know what I mean, the middle linebacker. You see the defense shifts over. Too much entanglement going on right here, man. Too much entanglement. All right about here. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how anybody block anybody if you can't get no footing. Yeah, I mean, you got you got four. Is that four Raiders?
What you say?
Yeah, rewind it because yeah, James Barr. Is that wait? Is that Barr? Is that 68 or 66?
That's 68, 64, 74, and 66.
Yeah, so that's Colton, James, Barr, and I don't know who the other one is.
Parham.
Barr.
Parham is the number you can't see. He's the pants you see. You can't see the jersey.
66 is Parham, 68 is James, and 64 is Bars.
Yeah, so Barr is supposed to be pulling, but it looks like he gets held up in the mesh because he's supposed to be picking up that the middle linebacker coming clean because he's supposed to be pulling, but gets held up because they get pushed back.
Yeah.
And then whoever's on the edge, he ends up losing. Yeah, they won that battle. There's nothing there you can say.
Yeah.
Like the whole offensive line looks like they lost.
That's what it appears.
Because Barr couldn't even get to the hole. Because if Barr gets through clean, our fullback is going to eat that safety up.
Yeah,
But
Bars has to clean up that hole right there.
yeah, but Mumford gets bullied. Look, he's getting bull rushed. Parham, James, they get no push. Colton is coming down the line, so he wins his. But yeah,
What up, sis? What's good with you?
Hey, but JT at the same time, like, and I'm using my imagination. I know the play should be going to the left. You know what I'm saying? But should have Josh Jacobs looked to the backside between Foster and Illuminor?
he would, but he gets the look how late he has to get the ball because it's a slow developing one. So he would if he could hop step, yeah, but
I
when
see
he
you, brother.
hop
I got
steps,
you.
if he hop steps, that linebacker is just going to tear him up because he's going to hop step into him because he's holding the edge.
Yeah.
So if JJ gets there, it will be a one-on-one, which you like, but I think he's going to lose because he doesn't have a head of steam.
Got it.
You know?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest backstage. Real quick, Twan. We got a special guest backstage, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it's his first time here. I believe it is his first time here. I saw him. There you go. I was about to say, man, the ghost fucking with his stream already, man. The ghost fucking with his stream already, man. Ladies and gentlemen, extremely pleasure to bring this gentleman on to my channel for the first time. I usually rock with him over on the Unfiltered Truth, ladies and gentlemen. He is also one of the hardest working cats that I know. Yeah, I mean, he's accredited. He's on the media circuit. He's doing his damn thing, and he cool in the motherfucker, ladies and gentlemen. My homie, Mr. Truly Tony Bang. What's up, Truly Tony?
Yo, like that intro is like, man, like shoot, man, I need to like keep that recorded, like, and turn it on every day when I wake up in the morning just to do some awesome stuff. What's going on? What's going on with the nation? Watching films. Let's get back to it. I'm not gonna even interrupt. I love it. Let's do it. I'm loving how that play. Actually, I'm gonna jump into it actually because the way that was set up, even before the ball was snapped. I was trying to put it on my with my tablet. My tablet, the keyboard is acting funny, but the way we were lined up, it was immediate that we knew we was gonna have one-on-one with safety, and you know, Jacobs one-on-one with safety. I'll take that matchup all day.
Yeah. Just couldn't develop because the line lost the point of attack.
Well, I think on the left side, I think it was with Jacobs, it was a 4-on-1. I mean, 4-on-1. I think the 45 had our inside linebacker. We had the outside linebacker, so Jacobs was going to end up one-on-one. So
Yeah, Jacobs would have ended 1-on-1 with 5 in the backfield
yeah,
because Jacob would have got the corner like safety up in the nickel, and Barr was pulling around to get the linebacker, but because Barr got held up in the mesh, the linebacker ate up Jakob and he ate up Barr, so it keeps that safety clean, and Jacobs just really ran into the mud, and he couldn't even, and he just couldn't run through it.
right. It could, and and what having Devontae, it's so huge to have to make the defensive staff kind of like have to like really pick their poison and then even when we're I've heard somebody say dirty he say they're stacked, they're ready for the run. And a great sign of a running team is when they say, "Here we come," and you can't do nothing about it. And when you break the mentals down that way, the game just starts to become and the game, what you want to do just starts to become a lot easier, and you're just becoming a threat that they can't do nothing about.
Yeah, that one I agree, but that one there, as much as I love DC, he needed an audible out of that. They knew it was coming. They knew how to attack it, and their defense their defensive line hasn't been as good as they should have been
Mm-hmm.
this year. But they definitely won that rep, and they were prepared for it because they stacked the middle. They pushed James back because they knew Barr was going to pull. And we just lost that rep. I think DC should have shifted the line protection, and it would have been better, especially with the way they're lined up because how the middle was bunched up. I think
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Barr gets run clean, like it's another big run for JJ, who's already gonna having a big day.
You know how sometimes though you just want to kind of just intimidate the team in a way where it's like, yeah, we want you to know what's coming, and then we want to still get what we want. You know what I mean? It's kind of a mental, you know what I'm saying? A
Yeah,
power play mentally, you know what I mean?
yeah. You know what we're gonna do, and you can't do nothing to stop it. So pretty much,
Right,
we're just
right.
playing
Marcus Allen,
bully ball.
Bojack, Marcus Allen, Bojack, they knew what was coming, and but you got Gene Upshaw and everybody on the one side, you can't do anything about it. That's where we're going, and I bet you can't do anything about it. It's very
Yeah.
demoralizing.
But yeah, on that play, like like you said, it didn't help that one of their defensive guys took up two of our. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that ain't
the
good.
main thing you said. The main thing you said was you said Gene Upshaw. Hey, nobody on the
Yeah.
line.
I should have did that. When I said, oh man.
I was like,
I
you
should
said
have
that, I was like, hey,
but
nobody Gene
but for the
Upshaw.
most part, what I just like most about our running game is we're lining up and you know what's coming, and we're still getting what we want.
Yeah.
Or at least trying.
Man, if that's
Some
trying,
plays, you
shoot,
know what I'm
what's
saying?
great?
Like, no, we, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know Josh Jacobs did his thing. You know what I'm saying
Yeah.
in the entirety of a game, but
Yeah. No, but
you
guys are right. You guys are definitely right. You guys are definitely right. Sometimes I'll get it mixed up, and I'll just like, you know what? That's the power. Because I mean, when Johnson's in the game, when 4-5's in the game, you know what's coming.
4-5 in the game, when Abdullah's in the game, when when White's in the game. So we kind of telling ourselves.
Not necessarily with Abdullah. You know what I mean? In the backfield, do you know that we running the ball? I mean, you probably have a better aspect of us passing the ball when Abdullah.
Yeah, especially
Well,
what
I'm saying,
and
you know
30
what's
yards
coming.
in, 30 yards in. Abdullah's pretty much in the game. 30 yards in, right? 30 yards in the red zone. Pretty much, that's where I see him most of the time. To my memory.
Downs.
Well,
Yeah.
honestly, I want to see us run Abdullah more. I understand we're using like have an element there that they have
What's the down and distance you want to see him in?
any down a distance so they have to guess. Now it's just like, okay, we know screen, we know wheel route. Like when Abdullah comes in, you could be like, all right, he's running 3 routes. So I could scheme for that. But now if he ain't just running 3 routes, if he's not running, a hook, if he's not running, a little button or a wheel, oh man, we like now you got a linebacker who is thinking instead of just reacting. And you a step slow, you done, you getting beat. And that's what happened with I forgot who the number 6 is on the Seahawks, but that's what happened on the touchdown. He hesitated, and you hesitating in the field, you dead. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
if we even, I'm leaving.
And I think I know we're talking about the running backs, but I agree with you, JC. I think they need to the play calling wise, they need to have some plays where it does have them guessing. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know, and I think everybody in the Raider Nation knows at this point, anytime DJ Turner hits the field, what is he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Is a wide receiver screen. You know what I'm saying? A pitch to the other side. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I can't get the name right now on the top of my head, but the jet sweep or whatever. You know,
Yeah, if he's in motion, he's getting the ball, and
yeah.
honestly, he's gonna get teed off on.
And he's the only one that's doing it. So it's like you defenses key off on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we need to have something, you know what I'm saying, from
Yeah,
the players
yeah.
to keep the defense honest. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, but like I, I think I can't remember. Back, the person who's making this run game even so much better than it is. It's funny that we brought in Devontae Adams makes this run game like it's like it makes it so much easier for the running backs to make plays.
Yeah.
Um, and and kind of like you think about when Abdullah is in the game. When Abdullah is in the game and he's getting a chance to make plays, it's like pretty much. I don't. You don't see me too many times where the defense is like they on him and they get him. You know what I mean? The wheel. I think the wheel. The ball was thrown short, but that was a touchdown. And just different time where the way Abdul's being used. It's been pretty successful, even with those four or five different looks that Abdullah gives them. Um, I don't, he's not really clamped in any of those situations.
No,
Well, one of the things that DA does, though, he keeps the defense honest.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like you have to play honest when DA is on the field. You know what I mean? We can go to him at any given time, which we've shown. We can not go to him and get it done, or we can come to him and get it done. But either way it goes, you have to stay true to covering him. You can't play laxy daisy with us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we show run, then yeah, you know what I mean. Then you do whatever it is you want to do. But when it comes to them passing downs, and the reason we're able to get those first downs on the ground on passing downs is because the defense is having to stay true to Devontae Adams.
And
that's what got Matt Collins open on that short pitch route. You know what I mean? It took two defenders away, and that opened up the whole side of the field. And,
are you talking about the flea flicker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say lost my trail. With play him on. What was I say? Oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead, give somebody run one, and I'll bring it back.
No, it's just, like like he was saying is keeping them honest, but it's also the formations. Like what I'm saying, if they're if they're showing run, you know what I'm saying, if they're really showing run, then the defense is going to key on that, and especially if you have certain players out there like. I'm like you said, I love when they, you know what I'm saying, give the ball and he gets the yards because DA is, you know what I'm saying, but usually that's because they're in some kind of spread formation or some kind of, okay, they might pass out of this. So let's, you know what I'm saying, let's keep somebody on DA. But if we're going into like the I formation or the strong, you know what I'm saying, formation, then you already know, or if we see 45 out there, it's almost a given. Like, I would like, you know what I'm saying, and I'm one of those imaginary guys. I would like every once in a while to throw the ball to you know what I'm saying, to 45. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can have that on tape, so that gives the defense something to think about. You know what I'm saying?
I think we would if he could. Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you don't see something, that don't mean that they not thinking that. It's kind of like we're gonna put him in that position.
I'm being honest.
But I was gonna say that formation. Thank you for saying that's what I was thinking. In these bunch formations, these run formations, that the play action this year is just it's so much better this year, than a lot of years. Uh, just for that reason, that part that part is what I do love about uh, the our makeup of this team right now. Is just that yeah, we can run, show your run formation, and then like the play Devontae had where he's pushing inside on the seams and then breaks outside. He's just wide open for the game winner, and it's just like because we make you respect that.
Well, I mean that's one aspect.
Real quick, let me address what's on the screen. So I guess my wife is watching the show. So I guess I think that Raider Nation, I think that's my wife. If I'm not I believe that's probably my wife. You know what I mean? And
What's up, Mrs.? What's up, sis?
hey, look, hey, you know, if we could do more, bro, well,
Hey, y'all
we
hit
would.
that like button too.
In
If
all
y'all
honesty,
on here and y'all hit that like button, y'all do
we
hit
love you,
that, click
bro.
that thing.
We pray for you. You know what I mean? And we hope that little man pulls through. You know what I mean? For real, for real. But much love and much respect to you, man. You know what I mean? If we could do more, we would. You know what I mean? But yeah, because that's my wife's. I believe that's my wife's. I believe that's my wife. That's all her stuff. So that's how everything appears.
Mm. Let me
Hey
ask
man,
a
what's good
question.
with you, Salute?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
ask questions. And I don't have the
You
quick
gonna
film to
catch
go to right now in my head, but it just seemed when Abrams got released, is it just me or just seems like we're playing or certain guys are not playing, certain guys are playing. We're playing very fast. The defense is playing faster with their reads. Is it just me?
no,
Over the
they're
two
thinking
weeks,
what
like you're
they're
seeing the
doing.
blitz come when it's supposed to become like the DB is like, oh, I don't have that responsibility.
No,
I'm
I
going.
think
I'm going.
I don't think that I don't think that it's better. My bad. I
Bless
Yeah,
you,
apologize.
yeah. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
bless
Um,
you.
it's not so much that it's better, but the person that you filled in his slot is looking better. You know what I mean? Like they're a little bit more well rounded
He
than
actually has confidence.
yeah.
You see
It's
the
like they're
difference in
playing
confidence.
fast. They're making their reads faster. If it's just me, you know what I mean?
No, no, no. It's he's actually reacting because he trusts what he sees and what's going on. The
Okay,
reason
okay.
why
That's
Abram
yeah,
was
okay.
always slow is because he's thinking too much instead of just free flowing and playing.
Mm,
He was trying to be too perfect.
mm,
He knows we watching and
Thank
we're
you,
super
Garn. Thank
critiquing it.
mm.
So he's always going to be a step slow for overthinking. Like was it? Is it? I can't say his last. It's 30, right? What's his name?
Harmon.
Harmon, yeah,
Harmon.
yeah. But there's another, and we started playing we started playing the rookie, the other kid, and he got a
Oh,
sack. He got a
yeah.
sack the other week ago. But in the way, they were showing the replay, and you could see him process it like, oh, I don't have no responsibility. I'm going. You know what I mean? And it was just like that fast. And I was talking to somebody. I was like, man, like I don't know why it just seemed like the defense it's almost to that point where they're like you said they're reacting. They don't, you know what I mean? It's not like they're not in their spots and they're just
But
like, oh, boom, 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 let's go.
but they also did something different from what we've been seeing in the past couple of weeks is the green dot has changed. You know what I'm saying? It's not with the linebackers, it's actually with Harmon, who's the safety. So, and I've been saying this on a few
Well, that's
lives.
what they brought him in for, right?
that, that
Yeah.
well, he was the one that was supposed to help teach the defense and all of that
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but he's also the oldest guy in the, you know what I'm saying, oldest guy on the, he's the oldest guy on the defense. You know what I'm saying? So he gets the respect, you know what I'm saying? So for him to have the green dot, it's all lining up, you know what I'm saying? And I think because he knows the defense, he might be able to give them little tidbits or whatever, you know what I'm saying, communication wise. and is working. You know what I'm saying? That they changed the green dot from the linebacker.
Is
You know,
that you guys think that's becoming some common around the league?
I think Terrence hit it right there, though. You know what I mean? The presence of our defensive tackles have been a lot better.
Absolutely.
You
They're
know?
keeping linebackers clean to actually.
Yeah, I think that makes a big difference too. You know what I mean? Because
Killings.
We're starting to get a little bit more pressure, which is not allowing the quarterbacks to have as much time as they were having before. You know what I mean? To be able to pick apart our defenses. Look, the thing is, Abram can cover, but he can't cover for long. It's quick. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Not just
super
Abram,
quick.
all our corners.
So,
not just Abram, all of them. But they are getting better. I'll say the defensive tackles have definitely played better, but I will also say, which allows Patrick Graham to be more aggressive, which is going to automatically free up Crosby into getting more one-on-one situation. And I will always take Crosby in a one-on-one situation against damn near any tackle in the league. I'm willing to put my money on that. And that's what's happening. Hall's play is definitely better. Webb's play allows us to be even more aggressive because he's actually a corner who isn't scared to play bump and run. He's not scared to get beat. He has no fear. And when you have a guy who has no fear and a very short memory, regardless of getting beat, and he's still confident, you you're it rubs off on other players. And that's why you're seeing our defensive backs just move more freely because it like confidence resonates. When you see one guy who's just overly confident, even if he's a rookie, I mean, it's rubbing off on guys. And a lot of younger guys, they're playing up. They're playing up. They're showing their value. The leadership that we have.
As much as I enjoy this conversation, let's take a look at another clip, and let's
yes sir.
I said I was going to bring the ALL-22. You know what I mean? I had a couple of films that I want to take a look at, but sometimes we get down the road and we get to conversating and we forget.
That's actually my bad.
No, you all good. You all good. All conversation is great conversation, but I kind of want to stay true to the topic of the show.
Yes, sir.
That ALL-22, right? So this next play that I'm bringing up is a beautiful one. You know what I mean? This was Josh Jacobs' first touchdown run of the night. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to take a look at this. This is the stiff armor. You know what I mean? This is the stiffy. This was the stiffy. So let's go ahead and jump into this play right here. Hold on. Let me remove the comment really quickly.
So we already got 1 on 56. We got 51 covered. I'm gonna take 57. The mic is gonna call out 56.
And a 3-4. 3-4 set. Actually, no, because six is a linebacker. Doing right, he's a linebacker, right?
Six is
he
a
better
safety.
be because
is he a safety or a linebacker?
That's Diggs. That's Diggs.
Yeah, because he got beat by Abdullah on the wheel. Isn't he a linebacker?
That's Diggs. Diggs is a. Diggs. I think Diggs is a linebacker. No.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, man,
Quandre Diggs
is Quandre Diggs is a safety, right?
That would be kind of wild
He's a
to have
DG.
single high with the.
He's a free safety.
Is Devontae on the field?
He's a strong safety.
He's a strong safety.
Terrence says he's a strong safety.
Yeah, he's a strong safety. Yeah.
Who's the receivers out there? I can't see on the edge. I can't see the outside.
I can't see the outside either.
No, I can't see the outside.
Because if I'm thinking like if they're starting to run single high and Devontae's out there, then wow.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see. So I got a linebacker DN. It looks small out there. Yeah, so
nice. So everybody's got their man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Everybody's got their man. Great block out here. You know what I mean? On the outside.
So, you know what I mean? Second level. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Third level, right? You could pretty much consider this block over here underneath the play button a third level block. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got Parham over here doing his damn thing. Or is that I don't know if that's Parham. It looks like
that's
Parham.
yeah, 66.
Stayed disciplined. He kept his hand off the middle linebacker, so you know, blocking the back.
In that play, there's only one person who can actually make the play because everyone else was locked up. But I think, is it Colton or?
I think 56 was the only one that was even like.
Are you skipping or because it's like
Foster got his
skipping?
To your left,
right
yeah,
there.
right there, to your left.
Right above for him. There's only one guy not locked up who can make a play because he's in pursuit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
this right
and
here is it's like
shout
that's
out to not getting that block in the back.
hey, they're
So
learning,
how
man.
did 97? Hold on. Back. So you got 97 here. 99.
Yeah, he over pursued.
Yeah.
Was it 97? I thought it was 56 that was in pursuit.
I think it was either 93 or maybe 56 behind him. It's one of them.
Was that 5.5? Oh, 5.6. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.6, 5.6, 5.6.
So here's 9-7 right here. I mean, 9-7 is here. You got your block right here, which is a damn good block up downfield. You got 57. 57 is locked up right here.
Yeah.
He's coming for 20.
Jacobs got to take out 30. You got 30. Mac Hollins right here blocking.
He's
Mac Hollins in the big gap. Yeah.
Whew, that's
DC rolling
that's
out.
Beautiful looking.
Jacob already knows the alley.
Yeah, the alley's there, but the thing is, the one guy who can make the play is the only one there, but I don't think he made the play. But I can't tell because it jumped
Was
so
that
far.
56? Yeah, we still couldn't tell. Huh?
I think it's 93.
93?
Yeah, see, it was 93. He's running down the line and Colton couldn't catch up. He just read it. He read it, and then he just made beeline for it, and Colton couldn't engage on him because he sees that they're pulling, so you'll see it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But he's already overly committed, and that's when Josh knows that, and he just hits him with the hop step. And then, Josh is just big boy. He just big boyed the other lineman. Because 97 and all. Say that again.
We got away with a call right here. This looks like blocking the back.
I thought he's avoiding it, but yeah, I see you. I said shout out. He's avoiding it, but yep.
Well, no, slow it down. I don't think he really pushes. I just think his hand is just there, but he doesn't engage or move them.
Our officiating is pretty sensitive, so we got to go.
He hits the ground. Look, he hits the ground.
Yeah, he slid because he slid. I don't think he didn't get pushed. It's just Colton had his hand there, but he wasn't. I don't think he was affecting him.
I'm just saying, you know how they are with us, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Our official is sensitive. That would have been.
That was a
not
push.
at all. Not at all. Slow it down. Rewind and slow it down.
The way that develops, the way that develops is it developed to where that was going to be the only guy that could make the play. Like if they ran it 10 times out of 10, that was going to be the person that was going to only
Colton should have been engaged. But he was able to disengage. Like he able to
slow it down. Tell me how to slow it down right now.
It should have. Let me jump on mine. I swear you can. It should be like a settings or like a nut. Like it looks like a nut. I
don't see any of that. Anybody see that? I don't see that. Anybody see that? Y'all can see the screen too. Anybody see it? I don't see it.
Let me jump on mine. Oh, that's Chinese. Let me get off the website.
Let's see what's going on with the chat. I didn't.
that was a beautiful stiff arm. Let's go back all the way
Mhm.
because it really looks like this play is shut down. You know what I mean? It you gotta give it to Josh Jacobs for not giving up. You know what I mean? Because right here, yeah, I mean that cutback right there actually
Yeah.
kind of puts him in danger with number 99 right here,
Yeah,
right?
I thought he was gonna get blown up when I seen it, but it's like the dude let up and just stopped. I don't. You see that a lot now. Like
I've gotten
But
pretty confident in Josh Jacobs on one-on-one with anything, like anybody. Like he's gonna either get around him, or if you're a safety, you're gonna get that mush. You're gonna get that mush.
oh, yeah, we scored after the first play after the interception. That's
with
right.
his field vision though, you know what I mean? Like you can tell his field vision is improved. I mean, like he can see the dude, right? But you can also tell that Josh Jacobs has been in the weight room as well. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, I think
that
they was
stiff
talking.
arm right
They was
there,
talking about that off season. His off season, he came in looking. It was some comments like he came in looking like, man, he's ready to get that bag.
Well, the difference from this year from from all the other years is and he said in his press conference he's changed his diet, but he's also looking at tape more. And you know what I'm saying? That's where, you know, he's hitting these extra gaps and extra holes that are, that he saw, when he looks at tape, and he knows those holes are going to be there, and that's where, he's got better in his game.
Yeah, I think the only complaint for him about him for most people that have that have the eye to watch it was what happens when he gets to the second level. It was kind of like, dang, like, yeah, he's great getting through the hole, explosive, and anything like that. When he gets to the second level, you know, uh, those he was getting like 8, maybe 8 yards, 7, 8, and now he's breaking those out to like 12. Like, isn't he damn near leading the league in first downs, right? Or at least running backs first downs, damn right, or
yeah,
at least top
yeah.
3. Yeah,
No, he's number one.
But
number
but
one.
I,
Yeah,
He's
but
number
I'll say
one.
there should be no way that a D tackle should be getting stiff armed by a running back like that. That should not be happening.
You know what? The thing about it is, I really like right here how this lineman never gave up on the blocking. You know what I mean? Right here in front of Colton Miller,
Yeah.
I think that may be bars.
let's see.
Maybe you're right.
But he never gives up on the blocking. You know what I mean?
Shout
He's
out to that
always putting himself in
cohesiveness.
somebody.
Yeah, shout out to that cohesiveness because that's confidence in the run game. That's confidence in your running back. That he's gonna be. I like that. I like that on a whole different
You
level
know what?
too.
Another thing when I watch this play, man, this right here, I paused it right here because this is one of the things people kept saying was Josh Jacobs does not have breakaway speed, right? And I've always said I don't know that he doesn't have breakaway speed. We've never seen him have the real opportunity to like really break away like an open field.
Maybe it's
Right?
health too, right? It's
Yeah,
health too.
and he his health as well, right? Now look right here, him and the safety both they at the same spot right now, bro. They're at the same spot right now. Let's just go back a few. Let's go back a few ticks right here. Boom. Right.
Nah, he already has a full head of steam, and the other guy shifted.
Hey, bro, you said
I'll say this: Jacobs is fast. He's quick, not fast compared to NFL.
elusive.
It takes him like his initial hop step, like he can hop and get to his full top speed pretty within like 4 steps.
But what I'm
Like
saying is, so look right here, right? Well, if you don't have breakaway speed, you're not getting out of this. You know what I mean? You're not getting out of this. Let's just be honest. Especially coming out of a grasp of a 300 plus pound defensive lineman. Let's look at this again. Out of the grasp of that, boom.
right?
That's not speed. That's just strength. That's
I know
that.
that's strength, but what I'm saying, the
Oh, but
aftermath of that, because
he
you're
can push
being,
off too.
you know what I mean, you're being slowed down. Let's just be honest. You're not carrying 300 pounds, right? Like all
No,
the time,
I think it's the
you
opposite
know.
right here,
Well,
Dirty.
but you know
Because
he can propel off of him off the pushing. You know,
that's
if he
I
do
get
exactly
that,
what
yeah.
happened.
I
Because
yeah,
I understand that. I can definitely see
yeah.
that, right? But I don't really think that that's really what happened because I didn't see him jolt. You know what I mean? When we go back
Oh,
and
like
look
yeah,
at it,
like jump off of it.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? His arm never came in and then pushed out again. You know what I mean? He
no,
gave
no,
him a stiff arm and pushed him straight to the ground. There's no push off with that. You
no,
know
no.
what I
Look,
mean?
I think because right here he hops into him. He's going to hop into him. So all his momentum is now
But he
going left.
didn't he didn't push off of him. Like
No,
like
no,
you know
no,
what
no,
you know how you can get a boost if you were to like push, right? Then I could say, yeah, he got like a launch. You like
no,
an
no.
assist.
But both
But
things can
this
Yeah,
be
is
true. Things can be
yeah.
true. He might
Josh
not
didn't do
need
it.
too much.
The whoever that tackle is who pushed him. Like he got all the momentum from the tackle pushing him and falling to the ground. So all the momentum that he had is what propelled him to get back into his first three steps. Because the safety, he's like in the dead heat. He's like, all right, is he gonna go in? He's gonna go out. So he guessed, and then he took a bad route because he has to now run and try and avoid James's backside, and then still try and make the tackle on Jacobs, which is it's just hard to do. I mean, again, I think Jacobs doesn't get credit for he's fast, but he's not as quick as like his top speed isn't like top speed, like compared to a lot of other people with breakaway speed. No, he's not. He's not like Chris Johnson. He's not like
He's quick but not
Clyde.
fast. I get it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
he can get to his top speed with them, but he doesn't have that second gear where he's like if it's there even, he can get reeled in by like
Where,
the
where,
by
where,
like the,
where it makes you just give up. Like when you know he's about 7, 8 yards in front of you, like, oh, you know what? Never
yeah.
mind.
Like if he has 5 or 6 yards on you, you probably not gonna reel him in. You'll run him. You can run him down, but you might not reel him in. You know
At
what
least
I
you'll
mean?
try. You'll try. But with
Yeah.
Kamara, you just like, never
It's
mind.
like Buddha. What happened with Buddha Baker and DK Metcalf? Buddha's fast, but DK just he has another gear. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And that's similar to I think Josh is a little bit faster than Buddha Baker, but not that much. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not going to pull on people. Most of the time, when you see Jacobs run, people are reeling him in. And but the thing is, it's only 100-yard field. So by the time you're almost reeling him in, unless you're like elite speed, yeah, he might not get reeled in. But if it's like 5 or 10 more yards, yeah. Or if they take a good route or they have a good angle, they're gonna reel Jacobs in.
In fact, the last run, that was probably the first time I've seen somebody just pull up like, forget
Yeah.
it.
Because even
On
on
it.
the run where he won the game, he was getting reeled in. The
That
guy
way.
was gonna
But
reel him
did he
in.
pull up? Did Cuz pull up? Like,
He
forget
was,
it.
but he still would have got reeled in. If it was like
Mm,
20 more yards, he would have got reeled in.
mm.
But the thing is he's still fast enough where he could break him. But like he just doesn't have elite speed. He's fast. He's just not. There's just different speed.
Yeah.
You got to have elite feet, too, to be able to, you know what I mean?
No, he has some of the best feet. Like I think out of like
Best feet. I
a lot of the running
swear.
backs, he has some of the best feet. He has the best jump. Like his jump cut is one of the best jump cuts because he could jump cut at full speed, jump cut, and then get right back into it. Right back
Mm-hmm,
into his burst. A lot of guys
mm-hmm.
can't do that in the NFL now, and
I've,
that's
I've been
and
trying to
that's where his quickness comes from. Like his
I've been trying
first
to
three
figure out
steps is really
why I see some like uh best of Emmitt Smith like feet like get through the whole. I don't know. I haven't been able to process it right, but it's just something about like because Emmitt's not fast. Emmitt was never like just he won't blow, but it was something about his feet and the way he chose hold. I mean, of course, Dallas had the best offensive line guys we heard, but it was just something about that. Like the way Josh Jacobs, sticks his feet in the ground, boom, picks it, and it goes. It's like, but then it's like, oh, but I forget that guy's not like, superhuman speed. But it's like he's in second level immediately. Great feet, great
yeah.
feet.
I just think sometimes with running form, some people look slower than what they are. And like Jacobs just has like his form with how he moves his arm and his hand, it looks like he's faster than what he gets credit for, but he's not like the fastest.
Mm.
But
You know
he's
what I'm
not a
saying?
long strider either. You know what I'm saying? So it's
No,
like,
yeah. But
you
the
know,
thing is, like, if you guys are at a dead stop, he's gonna get to his top speed faster than you. That's the thing. Like his overall top speed, no, he's not like track speed. But his first three steps are damn near elite. Like
Yeah.
his first three steps are like on par with like Waddle from Miami or Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the top speed that they have, but like those first 3 or 4 or 5 steps, you're
Hmm.
like, damn, he's. Keeping up with them. Like.
Yeah. If we watch another run play, that's probably some. If we could kind of see how he just gets that, how quick he gets that second level, it's just it's like.
Yeah, his burst. I think he has some of the best burst to get to his top speed out of like all the running backs in the league.
I mean,
I think,
literally, I blinked
yeah,
watching the play, and literally, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, he's right. He's already dealing with the line, at the linebacker level. It's like, damn, like if I just rewinded that, I wonder how he just. But yeah, exactly, you're exactly right about that. Crazy.
All right, so this next play I got pulled up. This is going to be a 1st and 10 for Seattle at their 46. Um, this was a 13-yard loss. Um, let me get back to the screen over there because I got all of this stuff up and search while I'm online. I don't want to share all the searching for the plays that I'm looking for.
Yes, sir.
But
Hold on, let me turn.
I'll
I'm gonna
share the
turn on some
play.
lights. I'm turning on some lights in my bathroom. I'm over at the haunted Luxor.
Are you in Vegas?
Yeah, he at the Haunted Hotel.
Oh no, you can have all that. No.
Yeah, he at the the Luxor Haunted.
Yeah, no,
Is it?
it's no game. It's no game. It's no game. It's haunted.
Like for real, for real?
I'm dead serious.
Yeah,
I'm dead serious.
bro, the
I'm
Luxor is
dead serious.
haunted.
I'm dead serious. I'm in my second room.
Yeah, I'm never staying there again. I'm
Yeah.
cool.
So here's the next play, and as I said, this is going to be a good play for our defense. Let's
Oh,
take
got some
a
defense
look
going
at
on.
what it
Okay.
is we see.
Jayon, Perriman.
We got a strong right. That's what we're looking at. Yeah.
Hey, can you guys say that I like seeing Chandler Jones stand up more than I like seeing him have his hand in the ground?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think the hand in the ground just slows him down, man.
Yeah.
At his age, I think he needs to come from the 2 point stance, you know what I mean, and just rock that way. Yeah,
But
I mean,
what's holding him back though? You know what I'm saying? Is that the coaches telling him, yeah, I need you to put your hand in the dirt, or
That's just that's a defensive end. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it may be his call too, depending on what
yeah.
the personnel sees too. He may say, well, this guy can put my hand in the dirt. This guy better stand up. I don't know.
But it also helps to disguise what you're doing because a lot of times when you're standing up like that, you can like give away what your defense is doing. I mean, but sometimes if it's just like so ineffective, like you just say, "F it, man, I'm just gonna stand up."
Or
I
maybe
like
not
the
so
way they
much
played the
what
run
you're
on
doing
this stuff.
schematically, but I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
No, I was saying, I when I'm looking at the screen, bro, you know, what I mean, and everything that I'm seeing, I like how they set up to play the run. You know what I mean? You can tell that they're really anticipating this being a run play. I mean, you look how everybody is before the play, you know what I mean, is even ran. Harmon is a little bit up, you know what I mean? The linebackers are only what, let me see, about 4 or 5 yards off the ball.
Okay. Yeah, 5 yards because they're on
Yeah,
the.
5 yards off the
Yeah.
ball. So they're not in a real major pass defense. You know what I mean? So I mean they could back into a pass. But as it stands right now, and the ball's getting ready to be snapped, I like the way they set up the play. This tells me that they've been in the film room, that they know Seattle has a tendency to run the ball out of this setup. You know what I mean? So and the
Because
nickel
safety, yeah,
that we've
safety
been
is up. Yeah.
playing hasn't really been much of a run stopping, and that's probably due to the lack of presence we've been getting in the trenches. You know what I mean, from our D tackles. But as I said, they've stepped up in the last couple of games and really showed their ass and started doing some things, man. But let's see how this develops a little bit. So yeah, we don't shift out of anything. You know what I mean? We don't shift out of anything. If anything, Billings he has to make this tackle. You know what I mean? But look how our defense right here. You know what I mean? You got Max, you got Jayon. I don't know who this is. No, this is 90. So that's
It
Tillery.
looks like we was already going. It looked like we knew where it was going already. I thought I seen Gino go this, and they were already this way no matter what. If you go back, like okay, boom.
Let's go back and watch how Billings gets off his man, bro. Like let's take a look at that. Billings is right in front of number 68. Andrew Billings is right in front of number 68. Keep your eyes on him. Let's take a look at, because this man had a phenomenal football game yesterday, man. He had a phenomenal football game yesterday. Let's
It's not for Max. I give him the game ball.
There we go. Right. Yep. Strong. Right. Yep. Oh, he was. And then did Gino run left? After that, is that what I saw?
That shit went quick. Let's take a look at that again.
So we got strong right. We're going
okay.
Right. Stacked over there. Boom.
Oh, that was Tillery. 90s Tillery.
Yeah.
And that's Hall right there.
I love the pursuit, bro. Nobody gave up.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Let's look at it again. The defense showed up yesterday, man. I mean, Sunday. See, but right there, you got to make that tackle, right? You got to make that tackle. But I like how, everybody's starting to come downhill. Nobody's really leveling out except for the guys who are trailing behind. But Max Crosby's in the race. Jayon's in the race. Tillery's in the race. Hall is in the race. You got
right
Chandler
there,
Jones up here starting to level out because he's deeper. You know what I mean? Just in case, you got Denzel Perryman continuing to the point of attack angle. He's not leveling out either.
Was a missile.
He's continuously pressed down.
Yeah, but right? Even on the back end,
Harmon back here. Go ahead.
No, but like you were talking about Chandler Jones, like even though he's on the back end, think about where he originally was on the line. His job was supposed to contain, so he's still playing contain even from back there. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows.
Well, he's not really on the back end. He's ahead of the play. You know what I mean? Chandler Jones is actually ahead of the play right now. Chandler Jones is up here by the Seahawk logo.
Yeah, but he knows that. He knows for like his angle needs to go straight to the sideline because that's where
he's still playing.
That's why I said he was leveling out. You know what I mean? Because his point of attack is to just in case any one of these motherfuckers miss, I'm not giving up no more yards than this.
Yeah, he's still playing disciplined football.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, you remember how you said, him standing up does give the scheme. It also, gives him options on the attack for himself.
Yeah.
No, I just like it because.
Yeah, I mean, both. Yeah, I agree with you too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like how it helps him too. Like, he can if he's going, he can take a step. He has a lot more options than with his hand in the dirt.
Yeah, Tago, you talking about Tyler Hall? Yeah, Tyler Hall is. Every game he earns more and more snaps, man. He's gonna take somebody's spot, man. For being a second-year player, Like I understand, like technically he's really a rookie with playing time, but he's a second year player, so mentally he's just stronger. He's playing with no fear. Sam
Mhm.
Webb is playing with no fear.
Very interesting for a defense that's not really invested a lot of money into. Very interesting.
I mean, it's more money than what people give it credit for because they compare it to how much money we spent on offense, but
Mm.
we still pay more on defense than a lot of other teams.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I'm
It's,
definitely
it's it's just we heavily invested in our offense, so
Mhm.
I mean we're highly dependent upon them. And I don't like how people always try to discredit. Oh well, we don't pay the defense. No, we do pay the defense. Because I mean, there's still teams who pay less than us that have way better defense than us at times. But I will say the defense has played a lot better. And honestly, like I feel the defense won this game. As many points as we put up, I still feel the defense had more of an impact on this game than the offense did. Like the more and more I look at it, the defense was more impactful this game. And this was a game I would chalk up as a win and a victory for the defense and the offense. Even when with us putting up 40 points and them giving up 34.
Just give them offense more opportunities. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Even though we still giving up too many points, there was still a lot of positive. And I'm gonna say this: when the game mattered most, they stepped up, and that's very rare for our defense to do that.
What's the net average for just offenses in general in the NFL, like as far as points? I mean, even the worst offense was putting up what,
I mean,
20
we're
something?
gonna, it's dropping by the week, like for every team except us. Like our average is kind of creeping up. We're already at like a 23, 24 point
Right, right,
threshold.
right, right.
I think the league, like lately, the league has been scoring a lot less. These last 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I
I
think the
mean,
Niners blanked somebody, and then
yeah,
what else I
Niners
played?
blank the Saints.
Yeah. Mm.
I mean, outside of us, our team, um, the Lions, and
Yes, Johannesson, we are.
who you
Sad
go
to
with?
say, but yes, we are. And I liked Abel.
Mm.
I don't think
Yeah,
he should have wore 24, but yeah.
The worst offense is averaging 12-5. Who's that? 12-5. Who's averaging 12-5? Damn.
Denver.
I'm trying to even guess.
Denver.
Let me
yeah.
guess. That's Denver. Oh yeah. Bell pepper nose over there.
Mm-hmm.
Worst offense in the NFL was Denver at 12.5 points a game.
Got it.
How do they get .5 though? That's just funny to me.
Because they got to do the laws of average.
When we still play with whole numbers. That's why I don't like we still play with whole numbers, but I guess.
You said the Lions average 30.
mm,
Mhm.
mm.
But the Lions have always been able to put up points. It's not new.
Hey, I like the Lions, bro. I told y'all, watch out for them this year. They was gonna shock some people, man.
Hey, you ever thought like, yeah, man, one day in my lifetime, I'm gonna see certain teams be good. That's always been bad my whole life.
I knew the Lions would do something, not a lot,
Yeah,
but they still need that quarterback.
Hey, them Jets
yeah.
though, whew, them
They,
Jets
they,
is
hey,
Them Jets are hella suspect, and they're going to lose in the first round of the playoffs. They have no
hey,
quarterback.
but look,
but just to say
where
their
did you say
name
they was
right
gonna
now,
lose?
whew,
When did you say they was gonna lose?
For
We're in
me,
first
first
round
round
of
of
playoff.
playoffs, right? You
Yeah,
said first
yeah.
round. Yep, and I'm the only one that said that these motherfuckers was even going to the playoffs.
when
Oh
was the
yeah,
last time they went? Curtis Martin. Shit, I can't
no, they've
Man,
remember.
been after that.
it's just what they did in the draft. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
weren't that many pieces away.
Uh-uh.
You know what I mean? They weren't that many pieces away. They address the motherfucking draft like they were supposed to, and it
Yeah,
shows.
they got my favorite running back before he got hurt. They got their corner, which just they already had their linebackers. They D line was pretty set. They still impacted on that. I mean, and then but then they also hit on the coaching staff that was able to see what they had and then enhance it. They just reassured everything that the guys were doing, and the guys
Mm.
put in serious. serious
There's
work
good,
this offseason. They're honestly they're just maybe two pieces away.
I mean,
They
good
still they
personality.
still
Well,
Salah's just a good
they need a
personality.
decent receiver and they need to get a quarterback. Like that's
Salah's
what they're
good.
missing.
Yeah, Salah's
Like
good personality too. I
until
think he's a good
until they
guy.
get a receiver and a quarterback, they're just like honestly they're gonna be like the old Jets, a team that had a very solid defense but no offense. You're
hey,
not gonna win with that.
let me address something really quickly, man, because I've been hearing this, you know what I mean, and I had to go and look a little bit into what I kept hearing, you know what I mean, and I'm seeing that the trend is true, you know what I mean. The trend is true. NFL front offices aren't looking for defensive minded head coaches right now. They are looking for offensive minded head coaches because this is a offensive driven league right
Yeah,
now. What they're trying
yeah.
to get back to is a more solidified offensive entertainment. You know what I mean? So they're trying to bring back something different. So now they're starting to look at more offensive minded head coaches than they are defensive minded head coaches because they're like defense can always just scheme up, you know what I mean, some defense. But we need somebody that's gonna put on a show. You know what I mean?
Anybody played defense just in general, you know, you're trying to stop somebody from going where they know where they're going. You're predicting, you know, based off down and distance and certain things, but they know where they're going. You know, you have so it's a lot harder to deal with that. You know what I mean? Versus so you know it's you know like you said, you know, it's kind of like on defense, you know, you want to just make a few plays to slow them down, and then that because that's the difference between winning and losing. A lot of times, it's a few plays. Because if there's any ex cornerbacks in the chat, man, shoot, you guys understand. It's just Gardner he got about 88 moves, and you know what I mean, you're just trying to like make sure that you're disciplined and whatever the situation is, and not trying to give up what you think they're trying to get. But man, you know, at the end of the day, it's an offense driven league. They're you're trying to stop them from going where they want to go. You know and that's tough.
Now this next play that I'm gonna get into, man, I know this is the play that Raider Nation is like, man, we told you stop doing this shit. But we are happy with the outcome of this one. You know what I mean? Like, this is the one where we can say, "Hey, you know what? You did it right this time, man." This is the flea flicker touchdown, man. This is the flea
Oh wait, man,
flicker.
I like these plays. I like it when he does it up.
So what we have is Mac Hollins and Lucian, right, lined up in the inside. Now, look, I love that about that's the one thing that I really like about Mac, bro. You know what I mean? Let me go back and
what was we saying? The bunch formation make it look like a run. It's a
look, come on, man.
Killed them.
You can't tell me that's not a good block. That's not a good soul block over there by Mac Hollins, bro. You can't tell me this ain't a good soul block over here. I don't know if y'all can see the thing moving around, but man, damn it, if this ain't a good soul block right here, the offensive line sells everything. You know what I mean? 93 is confused. He's sitting right there. 56 is froze. You know what I mean?
Colton have him a snack over there.
Having him a nice little snack over there, man. He looked like he tucking little man in the bed, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now let's go back a little bit.
Look, he ain't even looking at it. You already know what time it is. He ain't even giving it up. Like, I love it. I love it.
Go from a sideline angle, 30.
You know what I like about it too. I've noticed this, especially this year. Like DC has, and they talked about it like early in press conferences. Like DC now is really selling. You know what I'm saying? Selling the pass, the you know what I'm saying? the play action. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really showing the action, like he's really handing off the ball. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's helping. You know what I'm saying? And even in this passing game, you'll see, a few plays where he'll, what I'm saying, he'll shake his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Just to, sell something to get something else open. Like, I think
Mm-mm.
that to his game. You know what I'm saying? Just a conscious effort to do that.
Anybody think there's a coincidence about
Or scroll up some, Dirty. You'll see it on the bigger screen because you're scrolling down. Watch go up to the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
anybody out there seeing like a certain kind of trend, a coincidence, or maybe a conspiracy as far as not having when you don't have Waller, when you don't have so many weapons, probably demanding the ball. It seems like Carr is just really being able to just flow.
It's less to think about.
Somebody brought it to my attention. I'm like, damn, like a lot of weapons, a lot of people asking. I don't know.
Well, what it was,
I'm actually
what
off
it was
track.
under
I'm actually off track.
Gruden.
My bad.
No, you good. What it was under Gruden was, what I mean, like, and even with this offense, it really is a tight end driven offense, right? But Foster is not Darren. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Foster's not Darren. Foster's better at blocking, but he can also catch a little bit as well. Darren is better at blocking. Better at catching, but his blocking is still a little to be desired, if we shall say. You know what I mean? It's not on par with the greatest
It's
of blockers.
trash. It is trash.
Like somebody like brought to my attention. I didn't really think about it. It's like having Devontae and while everybody, it was almost an overload. And I was like, oh, well, I wonder what's going to in the huddle. Could I imagine everybody say, hey, I'm open on this one. I'm open, really just overload the situation. Now it's more simplified.
It wasn't overload. It's like a kid in a candy store. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know what to get first, and they're just sitting there just waiting, and that's kind of where he is. But like I said, it just takes time. He's still kind of doing that now with pieces he has here and there.
You know what I love right here? This lane. You see this lane right here?
But we're in a bunch. We're in a rep formation. Is that I'm sorry.
It was a flea flicker, so
they were in the eye.
We were in the eye.
Oh yeah, we're in the eye. Oh yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. Yeah. Because you're getting a lot of one-on-one on the edges when you do that. Boom, one-on-one. You got Devontae. What? Bye. Devontae's like, bye.
I'm just saying, but yo.
But what it is about DA though, he's drawing too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes Hollins so open. Of course he already got that, you know what I'm saying, the speed, and selling the block also helped him in that route. But with DA drawing too, you know what I'm saying, the option was, the play would be going to Hollins.
So let's go back. Let's get it again. So immediately off top, like I said, this is one of the things I love about how we use our running game. You know what I mean? And then how a defense has to stay true to Davante Adams. You know what I mean? You see the I formation, right? You see the I formation. You send Mac Hollins out. You know what I mean? Line him up on the outside of who is that? Oh, that's Foster, huh? So you line him up outside of Foster. You know what I mean? Not too far out. You know what I mean? Not a wide out, but somewhat you can consider that slot, I guess. You know what I mean? But when he comes out, boom! Immediately, what I noticed offhand, everybody is getting into the blocking right off the bat, right? Parham's got good leverage right here.
No, he got demolished. He got demolished. Watch it again, man. If we got lucky there, but Parham gets destroyed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you're right. He gets close to making the tackle.
He gets destroyed.
Hey, Josh Jacobs looked like a little kid in the cubby hole trying to pitch it back to DC, man.
You're right. I didn't pay attention to that. My fault.
Yeah, I mean, I said that's what the whole fear factor
Yeah,
was.
you're right. He drove. He drove.
Colton did an amazing job because he just allowed the guy to run himself out the play. Colton really had an easy job there. The other line did well, man. If the outside of Parham, everyone else did a really good job in giving DC a target because they helped. You know, it was just all it takes is one guy to like really mess up things, and we just got lucky. Like we literally got lucky there, and like you said, you see what happens when you have a guy who is considered the best. He's going to eat up two people. And even if Carr if say that was a pass. If Carr throws it to Devontae, that's still a good pass because the defenders are not looking back. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at the back of somebody's head, I throw the ball. Oh, you're tight as a quarterback, throw the ball. If you can't see the guy's eyes, you see the back of the head, they can't see the ball. Throw it. Only person who can see it is Devontae. So he was still ahead and he even beat the coverage almost. So I mean, like I said, we executed well. Parham, he's got to get better, man. Dude just little broed him on that play, honestly.
And Parham usually does well. Especially when we're talking about the offensive line, like we don't really call on Parham too much when it comes to like pointing out who's doing right or who's doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like Parham's usually on his game. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that just happens to be one that he could have did a little better on.
Yeah, for a rookie, he's hung up well. You know what I'm saying? He definitely could be better. He's not like the best rookie out there, but for what he's doing for us and how we're throwing him to the fire, he's holding his own. I don't think he's losing confidence at all. That happens. Offensive linemen lose reps. He just lost a rep there. But if he would have lost it and we got sacked, oh my God, they would have killed Josh McDaniel.
What happened to Truly? Man, that's why I got to get that other screen, bro. I need two screens.
Oh, I think he dropped out again. Hey man, might be that hopefully he's all right. Y'all said he was in the haunted hotel.
Yeah.
You might have some haunted Wi-Fi.
Hey, nah, ML, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, there is a rapport with DC and Hunter, so I'm looking forward to Hunter getting back out there on the field once he's 100% fully healthy and ready to go. You know what I mean? I don't want to go out there if he hurt and he can't give 100. But I'm waiting to see him too. You know what I mean? I ain't waiting to see Waller, bro. I know what Waller can do, bro. It's just, hey, when you get right, bro. Right now, that boy can't get right.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm done with Waller, man. I know we gotta. I know I talk about it. There's two tight ends right now that I feel can come in right out of college and feel what Waller does for us. And one of them is actually a really good pass blocking tight end. And I can't stand his school, but this kid is really nice, man. The more tape I see on him is a kid from Notre Dame. And then the other guy who actually is literally kind of like a Waller clone is Jake Boba from UCLA. No, not the best blocker, but man, you throw it in his area, he's gonna catch it. But like for me, I'm over Waller, man. Trade him. He's only gonna get older, and he's not a cancer. It's just, man, he's a liability with he's just not he's a liability because he's just not gonna be on the field. He's just not like he's gonna miss 5 or 6 games. I think going forward, just the type of player he is. I'm not saying he's fragile. I just think he's like if he's not 100% confident in his health, he's not going out there, which is smart for the longevity of your career. But when you have a team that needs the reps, he's not. He needs to go to a team that's ready to win now. You know what I mean? Not a team that has to develop, that needs reps, that needs to fill out. He's not built for this team anymore. Like he has to go. Like I'm gonna be honest, because he's that type of guy. If he doesn't feel right, he's not playing. And I can't fault him for that. You know, if you don't feel right, if you don't feel like you can go, don't go. But just understand, if you do that, man, you're gonna, you know. And if you have a fan base like ours, or a fan base like Philly or New York or Dallas, man, they're gonna kill you. You know, and they're gonna kill you in them DMs. They're gonna kill you on social media. You know, and how it is now, they be looking. So go to a smaller market team, because I don't think he's gonna cut it here.
All right, so I got 2 plays left, right? We got 2 plays left that we're gonna. Oh, actually 3. There's 3 plays left. This and then 2 after this. So this is the fumble recovery by Chandler Jones. You know what I mean? I know I've talked so much shit on Chandler Jones, but I have to give him some kudos on this one, being at the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? Um, you gotta beat your man to get there, right? J Dub, my dude, what's good with you? Salute. How's Ghost? My guy, what's good? Salute. Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, but this is the Chandler Jones fumble recovery, and one of his highlights of the season. But I really like this play because look, there he is in that 2-point once again, as Truly had brought up earlier. You know what I mean? He's seeming to be a lot better coming out of that 2-point stance, getting a little bit more production out of him. You know what I mean? Coming out of that 2-point stance. So let's let the play continue. Actually, let's take the play back.
Now, JT, would you consider that to be a 4-3, or would you still consider that, or would you consider that a 3-4 since Chandler Jones is standing up?
Nah, Chandler Jones, the defensive end, so that's 4-3. If wait, play it again. Actually, is Max standing, or is he in a 3-point stance?
I think he's down. Is he?
I
He's
think this.
standing right now.
I'm looking like I feel like this is like a.
Because I'm
Is
saying,
this
because
Jayon
Max,
Brown?
yeah, that's Jayon.
If that's Jayon, then this is going to be a
Or
4-3-D.
go to
This is
Masterson
right here, because this is Masterson right here. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So you got linebacker. You know what I mean? Corner, safety, corner. 4 linemen. That's going to be your 4-3 defense.
Yeah.
You know
But
what
I
I
get what
mean?
you're saying, because he's standing up. It can kind of like be a hybrid, but just with as Dirty said, when you look at the personnel, and if Chandler was to fall out and just be like a spy, then yeah, you would say that would be a 3-4. But because he's actually rushing, now it's a 4-3 with their base. But just the ability you have with his type of player, yeah, you can hide that now. Like you can show 4-3, but you're really in the 3-4 because you have a guy who could play with his hand in the dirt and a guy who can stand up. So like that just gives you more ability to disguise a lot of your packages, and just confuse an offensive coordinator. Oh, he came in on block though. I didn't, I just not seen that. He didn't even get blocked because he was pulling.
But Crosby goes down late too, so he's standing up and then he gets down and then he goes.
Yeah. Yep, and Chandler read it. Chandler read the scheme, chased the lineman, you know, and
I mean,
Gino.
even if he didn't fumble, even if the ball wasn't fumbled, Chandler was going to make a play right there. And if it wasn't him, Max is right there. You know what I mean? And Max looks like he's geared up to kill old boy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and then I just like how Billings. You see how Billings just ate up almost 3 guys there. Was that Billings, or was that the other 90? whoever the defensive the tackles were, they ate up two really big blocks. You know, so like honestly, man, the defensive tackle play has gotten tremendously better, and it's if they continue, man, it's gonna be a problem for a lot of teams, man, and it's gonna solve a lot of the running, a lot of our running woes, and stopping run defenses up the middle. That's gonna be
But
a problem for people now.
I still have this question about that. Like, what all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Because it like this past game was like their best defensive tackle wise was like their best game that I've seen them play. Like they've been non-existent, you know what I'm saying, for a while. You know what I'm saying? We've been screaming, we need defensive tackles, we need defensive tackle. Like, we were kind of, some of us were in our feelings about Hankins being gone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
so
was.
what changed? You know what I'm saying? Like, did a light bulb just come on, or like what happened for them to
They
like
got healthy. They got
Success.
healthy.
They've been successful. It's working. I think I would say the last 3 games they've gotten better and better, and just with being successful, positive reinforcement, um, just a different atmosphere, man. With when is that brown cracker? Not
yeah.
from Twine? I was like, yeah, but yeah, just that sense, man. It's literally like momentum, just uh, not a winning culture, but just a winning atmosphere, man.
Got to put it with the popcorn with the chocolate though.
What you said, popcorn and chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate popcorn.
No, I haven't had popcorn in so long, man. I wasn't the popcorn guy at the movies. I was always nachos.
They got M&M's, peanut butter cups.
Yeah, see that's too much. M&M's, pop, chocolate and pop. I just can't do it. I can see cheese popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Like what's that time of year again? And do they still sell those canisters?
Yeah. You
Bro.
already know, dog. You need to go to Walmart and get you a
You
few
don't
of
tell
them.
me that you never had the peanut butter cup with the pretzel.
Mm-mm.
That shit's awesome.
Peanut butter cup pretzel.
Mhm.
I've seen like chocolate pretzels, but like you talking about chocolate popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not doing that. I wasn't a big chocolate person like that. Like I could do white chocolate, but like milk
Bro,
chocolate, all that, no, I couldn't do
they
it.
sell the peanut butter cup with the pretzel inside.
Hey, I know somebody that likes chocolate.
Quite a few people, like chocolate. I just don't like, popcorn with my chocolate.
You good, truly? You good? Come on back if you need to.
But yeah, but if you're gonna get popcorn, got to do the butter popcorn, man. Butter popcorn, a little salt.
No, that's my healthy high snack.
Oh, so is it like trail mix?
Yeah, but
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Never mind. I know what you're talking about. See, I could do trail mixes, you know what I mean? But like certain things I don't eat, like the little white, like the white balls. I don't eat the white chocolates.
no, I don't eat the white chocolate. I get the pretzel, popcorn, M&M, peanut butter cup mix with the small mini peanut butter cups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They sell that mix at Walmart. You know what I mean? And I like that mix. You know what I mean? Because I can enjoy everything. And I'm not a big fan of pretzels plain. You know what I mean? Sometimes these would be yogurt covered. You know what I mean? Or chocolate covered or something like that. You know what I mean? And I can eat a pretzel. I can eat a pretzel like that. I can't just eat it plain. I gotta have something with it. I can't just eat it plain.
Ain't nothing better than a plain warm pretzel with nacho cheese.
Huh?
Ain't nothing better than a plain warm pretzel, and you have some nacho cheese.
Yeah,
And-
but that's not
and it-
plain. You got nacho cheese.
no, okay. But you gotta have at least one. I will say Taco Bell fire hot sauce. You get one of them packets and put in nacho cheese and mix it. Fire. Or if you don't have that, just put sriracha sauce in there. It'll be good.
So what's the next play, Dirty? What you got?
I think those are the last two, right? Or you have one more after that, didn't you? Oh, I got one. I got to request one. I gotta find it though.
Yeah, would I prefer Chandler Jones to get some sacks? Yes, but at least he's getting on the book for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, no, I prefer Chandler Jones to play like this. If you could play like this, be effective, get a turnover, forget the sacks. If you can get turnovers or be effective on third down, recognize screens and get out like he did in this game,
Yeah,
I'd rather have you play like this and get sacks. This is more effective unless you having sacks like Max did at the end of the game. You know,
and
unless you get those type of sacks, because the sacks that he was getting were like really ineffective. When he was with the Cardinals. Trust me, I was betting every time against them and won a lot of money last year. Like his sacks were ineffective; they weren't leading to wins. You know, I'd rather have you have successful plays that lead to victories than you just getting individual plays that leads to you getting a big contract.
yeah. Chandler Jones, and this might be the change too. You know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about him standing up a little more. You know what I'm saying? Like that might be the thing he needs. You know what I'm saying, to get the job done.
Yeah, he comes off the ball more explosive too. It's just his.
Seeing this one, he's standing up again.
Mm-hmm. He was standing up majority of the game. So he's literally, like I said, when he was with Arizona, he was an outside linebacker. He was a left side linebacker. That's why he got his 10.5. He wasn't with his hand in the dirt. He was with his hand off the dirt. You know, he could see the field more. He could read more. It's just easier for him to play with vision. You know, when you have your hand in the dirt, you take away so much of the field, like you can't see. You know, he's not that type of player.
At Raider Takeover, for some reason, that interception is not available, and neither is the one that Derek Carr threw in the beginning of the game. Neither of those interceptions are available. So I think there's something. Well, we definitely know there's something funny with the first one. You know what I mean? That they don't want people to see. You know, and that's why that one. But with the Denzel, I'm not 100% sure, but it's not available.
Right.
But I know why. I know why the one DC threw is not available, because old boy came on the field.
Hey, they already getting grilled. People been tagging them on Twitter and everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Hey, if anything, that should be a fine.
How about the dude who came off the sideline and blocked?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Seahawks decided to be the 12 men on the field.
They should have blindsided his ass for coming on. That's what I
Just
would
lit him up for no reason.
Mm-hmm. With an ear hold him.
Hey, but why? Hey, in that situation, they would have threw the flag.
And then I would have been like, "Yo, count the people on the field." Because then you can go back and for that you can look at that. You can throw your review flag. Mm-hmm. They would have been offsetting penalties.
There wouldn't been no offsetting penalties.
They still would have gave it to us.
Yeah, because it would happen after the turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no, because it was a live. It would happen during the live play. So them coming on would have nullified the interception because they brought an extra person on.
Interference, yeah, it'd have been in play interference.
Yep. And I've been offsetting penalties, and they said replay
So
the down.
It'd been an automatic first down. Remember when Thomason accidentally tripped old boy, not paying attention? And they called it a penalty and gave him an automatic first down. And yeah.
Yeah, well, he prevented the touchdown, though, so I'll take that any day. He prevented the touchdown. But that fine that he got was, ooh, I remember that fine was
They should at least get the fine.
Yeah.
I think they should at least get half that fine.
Okay, so you said the other interception is not showing? So both of DC's interceptions are not showing?
No, only one. The first one he threw.
Yeah, I see that right now. They're playing the kickoff for that.
Yeah. And the one that Denzel Perryman got.
You didn't play that one either?
Yeah, I think with Perriman, he just played his depth. You know what I'm saying? He played his depth, and the routes were running right at, you know what I'm saying, right where he was, backing up to.
Yeah, but that was still him because he got the depth to be there. Like he read that and got the depth.
I'm not discrediting him. I'm just saying that was the play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like, I can't people like
he played his depth, and he fell right in their play.
I will say, man, our defense needs to start playing with that jugs machine, man, because even he almost dropped that interception.
Big facts.
Like, man, like damn, man, like we would have so many. We wouldn't be the fewest turnovers in the league if we just cut maybe 3 of the interceptions we've dropped. Like we've dropped a lot, and it's just like, man, come on, guys. And they've been some easy ones too. It's not like they're like it's not like they're getting hit or bumping into each other. No, they're just dropping open stuff. We dropped 2 turnovers that would have prevented them from scoring. Like you can't miss those opportunities to keep points off the board. And we got lucky, even though we're not always going to score 40 points. I don't care how much you pay your offense, man. Thinking you're going to average like 30 plus points a game is not going to happen in the NFL, man. It's just not. I don't care how much money you pay to your guys on offense. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Guys are going to have bad games. People are going to be off.
This is the second last play. We got one more after this. But this is the Max Crosby sack.
Which one?
The last
the overtime?
one.
The overtime one?
To end the half. This is to end the half. Forced to punt. Oh, that's just pure power.
Yeah, but both our edges guys got in there though. And that's what I like when we put people in that situation where you gotta defend our pass block. We're at an advantage there. Like even look at Chandler though, man. Even Chandler beats his guy. Like they damn near sandwich him. And I think did he come with a blitz?
Is that Lee right there?
No, that's Tillery. That's Tillery.
Nah, that's Tillery with his hand in the dirt. That's Tillery with his hand in the dirt. That's Clee in the middle.
Standing up.
Standing up. That's Clee in the middle standing up.
Play. I don't want to see the number. So it's Max, Clee.
98.
I can't see it.
Max, Clee, Tillery, and Jones.
Oh, 99. That's 99.
99?
99.
99 is that's Cleveland.
Yeah, that's Clee.
Yeah, was Cleveland's 99 and oh, I was thinking Bauer. That's what I was thinking.
No, we
Yeah,
haven't really seen Bauer.
mm-mm.
99, yeah. Max is 98. So yeah, Clee's 99. Yeah, so that's Clee standing up in the middle.
Mm.
But that's pure raw power from Max on the edge,
Okay.
though. I mean,
Does
first
he
off,
come? Oh,
I mean,
Jayon
that
did
get off
come.
is nice if he's a little bit closer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with him being out there, he's allowed to gain a little speed, gain a little power. And he came,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, he just like ran through a boy like he was a sled, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you know how the coach used to put the bag out for you? You know what I mean? And you just run
Sled.
around, bro.
Mm-hmm. Jayon comes too. Yeah, ugly pocket. I like that.
Now, would this be considered like you would say our NASCAR?
Nah, it was just cause it was just Jayon was the only one who came in. You know, it was just a 4-man set. Jayon came on the blitz and.
No, but I'm just saying, like, on our line, our defensive
Oh well,
line.
yeah. They do. They just pin their ears back. Like, well, we know they're passing, so yeah. I mean, you could say that.
Because
It was
the only real legit defensive tackle you have in is Tillery, and he's more, he's kind of known more for his pass rush than stopping
yeah.
the run. Like he can stop the run, but he's he's
Mhm.
kind of leaning more towards the pass rush. And we know Klee is you can put him anywhere, but he's really a pass rushing.
Yeah, and that's exactly why they're out there for that play. Like I
This
said,
guy.
end of the half, we knew they were going to be throwing, so you put out your best pass rushers, and that's what they did. And you saw what happened. They had to go 1-on-1, and I trust our D line better than most offensive lines, especially max on anybody. Because you see it across the line, we got we have five. We're coming with five. They got five linemen, and then they held in their running back.
Yeah. So somebody better beat they 1-on-1. That's pretty much what you're asking. Of course, the running back
Mm-hmm.
is going to chip. You know what I'm saying? Or obviously he's on the right side, so he's gonna
Yeah,
help out on the right side. But
but
somebody better beat their 1-on-1.
yep, and that's the thing that gives Max a 1-on-1, and then the running back has to choose. And he was like, he knew Max was like so far outside. He went to go block inside when he should have stayed outside. He went to go block on Cleveland or to help out with the center with Cleveland
Mm.
because he's not even looking
Uh,
at Max, and then, so he's
that's the
different.
NASCAR package. That's the NASCAR package right there.
Yeah, because it's yeah, because you said it was the end of the half, so we're just pinning our ears back, like
Go get them.
yeah, we licked our chops there, and him bringing Jayon is what gives Max the 1-on-1. So that's what I like the most because, like I said,
Everybody
it's
on that, everybody on that defense right there is tall. You know what I mean? And lanky. Like I like
it's
that. Like everybody but Chandler, but I like how Chandler he's containing that outside. He's got that old vet savvy.
But
yeah,
but even with that, Dirty, and you put it out there that they're tall and linky, like what I'm saying, Chandler Jones, yeah, he is, he's a shorter one out of the bunch, but what I'm saying, you gotta factor in that Chandler Jones got them long ass arms. So what I'm saying, there
yeah,
is some link, what I'm saying, some link, linkiness on this line. Everybody got long arms. We know Tillery is what 6'7", what I'm saying, 298 or something like that. What I'm saying, and then again, like we always talk about Crosby being the albatross, or what I'm saying, the what they calling them, what I'm saying. So
Look, every NASCAR team needs a little shake and bake.
mm, Yeah, I say, yeah, the only short person there is Jalen Brown. I know they said they got him listed at that. He ain't that.
But
But
that's
everyone else is
Deion
long.
Brown though. That's
Huh?
Malcolm Kuntz. That's Kuntz.
Oh, that's Brown right there. Next to Max?
Is that 50 or 51?
That's 50.
Is it 50
That's
or
J-
51?
that's Jam.
One.
That's 50.
Is it 50?
Mm-hmm.
It is a 50. I see it.
Yeah.
That's a good
But,
tackle.
but, I, but yeah, but I want to see more of this, man. I want
It's a
I want
good
to
sack.
see us outside of it being like the end of the half. I want to see more of that during the game. Like I want to see more positive matchups where you give Chandler a 1-on-1, you give Max a 1-on-1 or Billings like that, man. Let them get they just do.
And I agree with you, but I think there has to be enough down and distance in order to allow that to happen. You know what I'm saying? We need to be in a 3rd and 15. We need to be in a 3rd and 12, or we need to be in, what I'm saying, a more longer distance to deploy that. But also, I'll say this at the same time, in this game specifically, there's been times where we were 2nd and 23 and we allowed them to get the first down. You know what I'm saying? There's been times where we were 3rd and 17 and we allow the running back to run and get the first down. You know what I'm saying? So they, as much as the defensive line is doing their job, the guys on the back end still have to, handle theirs. Because I still believe that there's no excuse that, what I'm saying, a defense should be picking up 23 yards on one down.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I agree. I just even in short yardage though,
Yeah.
because it's like if we come with that and we have a guy, we have Hall, we have Webb, guys who are willing to play up, and they're not giving cushions. You can't just dump it off right there because now you got a corner who's going to jump your route, who's willing to jump that route. So that's why it's like I like the dynamics of players that we have and where it can transition to, you know, and it's I'm starting to like what I'm seeing with what Patrick Graham is doing. I'm just a little, not a little. I'm impatient. I just want to see more of it. I want to see like even on offense, like I need to see more development. Like we're stagnant now for like the last 2 weeks. So I haven't seen the offensive the growth with the play calling. There should be more development. Like stuff is working, but you can gradually input an extra 1 or 2 plays a week, or 2 weeks. Like I've seen quite a few repeat scenarios that haven't been effective
Mhm.
that should be scratched on offense. Certain wrinkles just aren't working, and like I can understand maybe you're trying to force it because you see something there. There's nothing there, and I kind of feel like the offense is kind of hitting a snag point when it could be a lot better. I understand we're missing pieces. I understand they're still learning the concept. I understand they're still trying to grasp and develop, consistency and continuity with each other. But at the end of the day, you still have adults who can learn, will learn, and have learned. Like you still got to add to your offense.
Yeah. Well,
I, I,
they said in, what I'm saying, they said in the press conferences, what I'm saying, near the time of the bye, that they were going to dial back some of their, saying some of the book because of, players not getting it. You know what I'm saying? So how far did they dial back? We don't know, but I mean that's what we're seeing right now is the dial back,
Mhm.
diet version of the book. You know what I'm saying? Not the full
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, he doesn't have his full repertoire of
But we
plays.
are, but we are, and I will say this too. We are also, with that being said, we are seeing some new things because again,
Yeah.
like that play that we saw earlier today of Adula and, what I'm saying, Josh Jacobs in the backfield. I don't think we've seen that. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, we're seeing some of the evidence that it is working. So
I'm gonna say this. I think Josh Jacobs deserves more downs on third down now with this performance. out of the backfield and on as a receiver, but I feel, he's developed the, to get more third downs and not
I
just concede.
and I I want to push back on it because I kind of disagree. As much as Josh Jacobs is playing phenomenal football, I think that's his opportunity to also, what I'm saying, get a breather, stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we need him to be here. You know what I'm saying? All this whole thing. So if we could have someone kind of be like, obviously we don't have a spell back. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way that Josh Jacobs is playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that we used Zamir White. You know what I'm saying? A few times in this game, but I think Abdullah has that role. You know what I'm saying? Locked when it comes to third downs. I think there's a wrinkle in the there's a wrinkle in the offense when Abdullah's out there. There's something special when he gets the ball and he has the space to, what I'm saying, get a little wiggle. You know what I'm saying? So I would I want Josh Jacobs out there over bringing, what I'm saying, Abdullah out there. I can take it either way, but I would say, have save Josh Jacobs for, what I'm saying, first, second down, you know what I'm saying, and allow, him to get those breaks because again, kind of keep him as healthy as possible. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, yeah, I hear that. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to see more growth and development with the offense. Like,
Yeah.
again, it's literally like 5 or 6 plays Abdullah has if he's not staying in the block. And if you're just gonna do that, then damn it, just put Jacobs out there because now the team's gonna be like, okay, what are they doing now? Because now you're gonna say, okay, what tape do we have of Jacob on third? We have no tape. All right, what the hell are they doing? Now now you got to guess.
Yeah.
And now if you do that, then you're like, okay, well, let me bring Abdullah back out here. Now you have an opportunity to change up Abdullah's whole repertoire of plays that he has, where you can change up his route to run it to the opposite side,
Yeah.
or middle screen. Like you could change up everything about that. Now you have even more access to opportunities of setting up specific packages. Like honestly, I already see Renfro. Renfro is not getting a package until next year. Like unfortunately, there's a lot of pieces and a lot of things that Josh needed to develop, and it looks like he's putting Renfro off to next year, which is why Renfro's having a down year. Which is very similar to how he started with John Gruden. But I don't think him and Josh have as bad as a relationship that Renfro and Gruden had when they first started.
Yeah. And I agree with you too on that sense because again, I believe in
Get out of there.
making keeping the defense honest. You know what I'm saying? But you
Mm-hmm.
know, just for the sake of wear and tear, especially knowing that Josh Jacobs is, let's be real honest. As much as we love Da, you know what I'm saying, Josh Jacobs is our offense. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it starts. You know what I'm saying? That's where it starts, and you know what I'm saying. Sometimes that's where it ends. You know what I'm saying? But for the sake of utilizing all these other weapons and stuff like that, they do need to find something and that's what the coaching staff needs to do. They need to figure out something to switch it up in a sense of keeping the defense honest, where they're not keying in on certain indicators just because a player trots out there on the field.
No, 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 yeah. Uh, like I definitely hear that. It's, yeah, but like I said, I know the stuff I'm talking about now is just me being impatient because I know what we have, and I just don't understand as a coach how he's just not. It's taking him so long to like adapt and relate to his players. You know, so that's just a little frustrating for me because of my just impatientness.
Yeah,
Um,
I think
but
I think that's a lot of people too.
yeah, like I said, and I know it's gonna come with time. If I hope it comes with time. I'm just, I'm still holding my breath on a lot of things because, you know, I hear certain things are being said, but then when I actually, when you look at it, it's like, where are all these young cats that you're talking about playing? I only see really on defense one new young cat that's playing, and that's Hall and Webb. Hall and Webb. Let me take that back. Those two. But who is it for on offense that are young that's been playing that you want to see more of? That didn't get time at the beginning of the year, like on the offensive line. I'm not considering those him playing any offensive lineman as a new piece that he was talking about in the press conference he had like 3 weeks ago now.
I think a lot of that is due, and the young guys that are playing. I think a lot of that is not even because of you know him wanting to see what they can do. I think it's just due to injury. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
When you're talking about Webb and when you're talking about Hall, a lot of those a lot of the reasons why they're actually getting playing time is because
I
the
have a
main
point for
guy is
Raider
hurt.
Nation.
Same with our linebackers.
Raider,
Masterson is out there because
Yeah. And I'm not. And I saw that one, and I wish that got the best man. I don't know situation. Just happy everything's the way. You got a roof over your head, and then yeah, I don't know that situation, but I hope everything goes well. I did see Takeover say something. I mean, granted, we are running the same plays, but you do want to stick to things that work. But even when you stick with things that work, those are like your money to plays or your go-to plays. Like the thing is, it's like he's going to go to plays in bad situations, and sometimes that's what I don't like to see. Like the toss play is great, but the toss play that he ran on like a 4th and 1, you know what I mean? That's something you don't want to do. But that's like one of his go-to plays that he loves running. But when you go to that and you aren't developing more into your offense to give more wrinkles to it, that's kind of like it's not a red flag, but it's like an alarm. It's an alarming sight to me that says you run into a snag with increasing your offensive capacity. You know what I mean? Like something's happening where you can't increase the threshold of your playbook. Like why is it that like I will say, did we have did we have a false start this game?
I don't think so. We had some holding though.
I'm saying like, but things like that
no
we're seeing a
illegal
lot
man
of.
downfield this week.
Yeah, so like those are things that those come with time, and I'm liking seeing that. So like I don't know specifically what they're working on, so I do have you have to look at everything. So certain penalties have been they're not being timely penalties. We haven't had some of those on third downs where we get the first down they get called back. We haven't had one of those in what, like maybe 3 weeks now, right?
Two.
2 weeks.
Two.
There was a bad penalty against who was it?
The Colts.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Forgot about that game.
Yep.
Uh, so
But
yeah,
no,
but 2 weeks.
let's take a look at this last play. And this last play is again our boy, Mr. Max Crosby, coming in clutch when we need him to. Look again with that defense. What do you see out there with that defense in this passing situation? You know they got to pass. Chandler Jones with his hand in the dirt. Max with his hand in the dirt. I don't know who this is right here, but then you got Clee standing up. You got Jayon Brown standing up. You got what was that
That's
Webb? Except
yeah,
the
that's
Webb.
bad.
But that's
Mm-hmm. That's the
but
same.
this. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, and that's the same lineup they kind of did at the end of the first half. So the same guys. The pass rushing. The your NASCAR. It's the same lineup except what Seattle kind of did to counter that is that they have the tight end right there standing up, and you can see that Webb is on him with man. But it's still the same NASCAR thing. Yeah.
But that's crazy how Max is lined up way outside of the tight end. He's not even,
But
you
you
know what
know
I'm
that.
saying, super
Well,
wide. Like Webb, you know what I'm saying? Webb would kind of look like, you know what I'm saying, if that number was a 90 something, he would look like he was a defensive end. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mhm.
But
But
look,
that's
by him being lined up so far out, look. He's already got the tackle beat, bro. He's already got the tackle beat. The tackle's not. He's not stopping Max at that speed with Max still rounding off. You know what I mean? Like he's not. He's not going to stop him like that. That's not happening. So Max has already got an upper hand on him just by him being out there because now he's got to get to the spot to block him. But Max has already got speed. You know what I mean? So and
mhm.
he just continues, like I said, just continues to just roll right on around him. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? What is your purpose?
yeah. It's also the scheme for that because the tight end is he's literally on the line, but he's just playing a like a wide slant. As a DN, you always line up on the outside of the tight end when they play on the line. So that's what that is. But like I said, it for him to be out that wide in a wide slant, he can kind of, if you're on the offense, you can leave your tackle out to dry. You know what I'm saying? When you have a speed rusher or a guy with moves like that, you can isolate a tackle like that, and you can't bring help because now, if you bring help from the inside, you're like you know if there's a blitz, you know like a late blitz or delayed blitz, or you know you're on one on the other side. So I mean, it
Only
was just
the only thing I don't like about this right here is look, Jayon Brown is here, right? He's giving chase to this man over here. You know what I mean? And you got Webb here. He's got the guy coming across the middle. You know what I mean? Why don't you just switch off? Look how much ground you got to cover. He's already got a head start.
no,
You know,
it's
Max to
annoying.
get there. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
they need to learn how to
Well,
conversate about. Hey, if he comes out the backfield and goes that way, and your guy goes this way, look, we gonna switch.
didn't
Um,
Clee drop back in coverage though?
yeah, but the thing is, like, what you're saying, it is if it was a zone, but they're playing man because that's
I
why
know that.
Webb is. Yeah, but and the thing is Brown is there, but the running back is on the opposite side, and he's coming across, and so Brown has to go through all that laundry in the middle. So he shouldn't. If you're in man and he knows that, by him running up to
That's what I'm saying. The only you see why he's not there with him. He ran
yeah,
up
because
at him. He went to attack him. Watch, I'm gonna show you again, bro. He went to attack him, bro. You know what I mean? Instead of following his man, he didn't read. He just reacted. He didn't read first though. Watch what he does. As soon as the ball snap, boom. Oh, look, where's my man? Where's my man?
that's on Brown. That's not on the scheme. That's on Brown. Because
I
everyone else
know.
is
I'm just saying. Everybody else is in position.
Mhm.
That's why I
Yeah,
say, like, man,
that's him being in a bad spot, taking 2 steps forward instead of just sliding over. And because Clee kind of picks him like indirectly because of him taking just a bad route. You know, because if he doesn't take those 2 steps forward and he just runs with him, he's fine. That's Jam Brown's fault. You know,
But he
but
should already. But Jayon Brown, again, like you said, Jayon Brown should have knew that because he should have knew that Clee was going to drop out of that lineman. You know what I'm saying? Because when they snap it, Clee steps out. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
He steps back. The other thing about this play though is the tight end. If you watch the tight end on Max,
Yeah.
he doesn't even he messes up because he should have gave him a better chip than that. He chips him
Yeah.
before he runs his route, and that was like a cheap chip. Like he just wanted to touch his jersey before. If you watch the play, like run it dirty, he just touches his jersey. He doesn't even chip him like he's supposed to. So that's why
Mhm.
Lee gets off like that, and then Tillery gets a good push up the middle. So the quarterback he can't really step up.
Yeah, but that's on Gino because Gino missed it. Gino should have seen that and dumped it off.
But you see how you see why I say you could quite possibly play zone. Because look, you got Clee stepping back in the middle of the field in a zone coverage. He's not going
Yeah,
anywhere. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
because
That's where
Clee is
he's.
spying. Because Clee is spying on Gino. Clee is playing a spy.
I know he's playing a spot. I know he's playing a spot, but he's still playing inside of a zone right now. He's not leaving there until Gino moves.
Yeah, so
Other
he's
than
there.
that, anything in that area, that's his responsibility. That's football. You got two responsibilities. The responsibility in front of you if he don't do anything, the responsibility of whatever presents itself right next to you.
Mm,
And look, even after all that bullshit, Jayon Brown still ain't caught up. Still ain't catch up to him. He gave him the okie dokie shake and bake.
Hey, was that Homer?
yeah, that's Homer. 25.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I think I was saying on the other live is every time Homer came out there,
Mm-hmm.
he was killing them,
It
and
was just,
and and it was just like, why didn't we just key on that? That when Homer trots out, like I was telling you when when we were talking about Abdullah and Jacobs, like every time Homer came out there, why didn't anybody key on that? You know what I'm saying, to lock that down? Because I think Homer got like 2 touchdowns, or he got one big play and a touchdown on us, just simply because he was coming out of the backfield.
mm-hmm. Well, one of those we see right now is Jam's fault. So, like, at first I was getting mad at Graham, but now that Graham called a good scheme, it was just Jam took a poor route on that one, and they gave up the first down. Um, Luckily they didn't get more out of that. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the other plays because I know he caught because he almost scored, didn't he, on one of them? I mean, he didn't score, but he got down to like the goal line and they had a first down off it because he had another first down. Um,
Well, that was because of, what I'm saying, the reason why that wasn't a touchdown on that play was because our defensive line played well. You know what I'm saying? Like
mhm.
if our defensive line wasn't getting that push, you know what I'm saying, Max was right there. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying, Gino had to get that out. You know what I'm saying? Because if he would
Yeah,
if that pocket was if that I guarantee you, if that pocket was clean, yeah, that would have been
yeah, it could have been
it would have been
trouble.
a done deal.
Man. Well, fellas, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. As always, we have hit the
He's
3
one of
hour
the
mark.
best, J Dub.
It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. Hope everyone has enjoyed. You know what I mean? The first all 22 review. Just a couple of plays, just a couple of things to look at, think about, talk about. Um, you know what? From now on, every Tuesday, I'm gonna give you my all 22 look. Every Tuesday, get my all 22 look. I have different people pull up and give their perspective. You know what I mean? But you'll definitely get your perspective from Twan. I can't commit JT. JT be back and forth. He be back and forth, but you know what I mean. You get all 22 perspective from me and Twan every Tuesday. That's good with you, Twan.
Tuesdays are good with Twan.
Yeah, you know, we'll give you the all 22 perspective every Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Long as I don't have little man. Long as I don't have little man. But yeah, I'm gonna try and branch out and do some extra things, man. Let's see what happens. I told you I'm on a race. I'm on a race to get to 2,000 now. I got to 1,500. Now I got to get to 2,000 so I can come up with something else crazy to do. You know what I mean? Like the 24 hour. You know what I mean? I did that for 1,500. So I figure out every 500 subscribers, I'll do something different. You know what I mean? I'll do something different. Every 500 subscribers, I'll do something different. So, but I'm trying to grow the channel, man. Trying to bring y'all a little something in the late night, man. In the late night. You know what I mean? Late night. But JT, man, let them know where they can find you, brother.
You can find me at the Outdoorsman page Antoine has. You can find me at Dirty Raider on Instagram. Is it Dirty Raider or did you change your name on Instagram too?
It's still dirty_Raider. I haven't changed anything yet.
Yeah, I heard that Dirty_Raider. You can catch me on there. Um, you can catch me with your ex-girlfriend. No, I'm just playing. If you catch me, catch me, man.
Drama for your mama.
Your
Yeah.
future ex-girlfriend?
No, the ex-girlfriend you want to get back with, not the one you don't like.
Psyche man. I psyche you, man. Psyche man.
No, but man, if I don't catch everybody, man, I want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all of them. Wish y'all well. Call somebody in your family you haven't talked to in a while. Say you miss them. Say you love them. You don't know who hasn't heard those words in a while. Just say I love you. Even if you guys have a difference of opinion, just let them know you still love them. Even if you are mad at them, because you don't know when was the last time somebody actually heard that and somebody meant it to them when they said it. So, and especially in the time that we are in now, people are going to need that, man. A lot of us are going to need that. So just have open arms, open heart, open mind, and they'll come back tenfold.
Twan, let them know where they can find you, brother.
You can find me on IG at Twan TWUAN TWUAN. Again, it's so nice you got to say it twice. TWUAN TWUAN on IG. Also, you know what I'm saying? If you like any of the takes or any of the views that I say regarding your favorite football team, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and subscribe to Raider Twan on YouTube. Yes Sir Outdoors is on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Yes Sir Outdoors at Yes Sir Outdoors.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure.
Outdoors. Yes, sir, outdoors. You didn't get that.
50 billion things on YouTube, man. The fact that y'all allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated, man. For real, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everybody, love everybody, respect everybody, man. It's a joy to come on and have fun and have conversations, and hopefully, my opinion, my breakdown of the ALL-22 on what I saw and what my panel saw, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you come back. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, hit the button. It costs you nothing. I'm not asking you for no money, just asking you to just do me a favor and hit that button. That's all I ever ask. Small favor, hit that button. It's a beautiful thing. Help me grow into something bigger and beautiful. With that being said, as I always end my show, and before I leave, after I say my thing, I got a clip for y'all because I know it's one play that I didn't show that everybody wants to see, and we'll close the show out with that. We ain't got nothing to talk about. It is beauty and perfection. But, ladies and gentlemen, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Raider Nation, YouTube, get your motherfucking sunshine, man. We out. Peace.
I thought you were going to show me.
Jacob with running room right up the middle. Just on his way. The Raiders are going to win this game.